Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just give me 1 second, everyone. Yes, welcome. Allow me a moment so that I can just share my screen with you. Give me 1 second, everyone. Okay. How are you all doing? Good afternoon. Cool. Okay, everybody, welcome to day one of the boot camp on how to get US support and operations jobs and clients remotely from India. Welcome. And I want you to know I warmly welcome you to the first day of our 3-day boot camp on how to get US support and operations jobs and clients from India. And we thank you for joining us. And I promise you, that we will give you incredible resources and insights that you need to make it possible for you to have a thriving career in support and operations as an industry. Okay. Now, we plan to explore a completely new opportunity and teach you some new age support and operations work and skills in this very boot camp, for the post AI world. And it'll enable you, for the AI revolution in support and operations to learn high demand skills that will enable you to earn more money, get amazing opportunities for remote work with US employers, clients, startups. And if you want to secure, top MNC jobs in India, then that too, right? Now, I know that all of you have been super excited about attending this bootcamp. You know how I know that? Because I know that it's not easy to commit 9 hours over 3 days on a weekend to attend a bootcamp like this. There are so many other things that you could have possibly been doing, but you're here. Tells me about your commitment. And I promise you that the information that you will get here is not available anywhere else. You will realize this. Some of you have been asking, are there any recordings? This is a live only event. There are no recordings or, presentations that we'll be sharing. So we'll move forward, right? But you will not be disappointed if you do decide to spend time with us, but make sure that your schedule is clear and that you can attend today, tomorrow from 2 to 5 p.m. and on Monday from 7 to 10 p.m. Okay? Now, I just want to ensure, is everyone set up? Are you set up for all 3 days? If you're set up, would you just type set up in chat? If you're set up to attend today and tomorrow from 2 to 5 p.m. and on Monday from 7 to 10 p.m. Yes? Okay, perfect. Got it. Now, if you do need it, then make sure that you mark your calendar, set up an alarm, whatever you need so that you're here fully in time, right? Now, and don't just attend it fleetingly doing 10 other things, right? Make sure that you are attending this in peace and with focus because this has terrific value. If you're using a phone, make sure that you have headphones on. I would recommend you use a laptop or a PC and be prepared to take screenshots of important points. If you're someone like me likes to scribble, then keep a notebook and pen handy to make notes, right? Right now we have about 822 people here attending this session live. And about 10,000 people actually registered to be a part of this bootcamp. So as we go forward, we can expect more people to join in, right? Now, I want you to, for a second, just get present. 822 people. When was the last time you attended an event this size? Can you remember? Okay, everybody. When was the last time you were a part of an event this size? Some of you are saying never. Some of you are saying, oh, month back. Just get present. 822 people together. Right now, how many do we have? Wow. As we speak, it's gone to 840 people. Got it. See, the energy is electrifying when all of us are participating actively in the session. Apart from us, even you, the participants, add a lot of value to the bootcamp with your questions, comments, and views about our bootcamps. And I'm sure, in fact, I'm counting on you that you will add value to this bootcamp as well. Chat is open for a few minutes. I'm just opening chat. Give me a second. Yes, chat is open. So all of you can, say hello, get connected. By the way, I just want to take a moment and, just quickly train you all on Zoom. Now, I know some of you, use Zoom on a regular basis and you're fully equipped, right? But I want you to go on to your chat window. Could you just do that? And when you select two, you will see, a host and panelist option. Can you just see that? Can you go to your chat window and by default, your messages go to host and panelists? Just go to that drop down and select everyone. Could you do that? And send a message to everyone. Okay? When you send a message to everyone, type an E and send it to everyone. Could you do that? Some of you are still writing to hosts and panelists. I want to make sure that everyone's set up to send messages to everyone. Okay, some of you are still writing to hosts and panelists. Guys, just go to that setting. Okay, great, perfect. We're going to drop a little video also, just in case you want to go and see how to toggle between this, okay? Now, I just want you to know that from time to time, we will turn off this chat with everyone feature, okay? When we want you to focus, when we're teaching you or demonstrating a particular skill, we'll turn this off. But there'll be times when I'll ask you, okay, send everyone a message. Then you want to do this. And it's a Zoom setting. It automatically takes it back to hosts and panelists by default. So when that happens, make sure that you take it back to everyone. Okay? Okay, perfect. Let's move on. Now, we did this practice. See, I just wanted to make you feel excited. Some of you are saying, what? I just wanted to make you feel excited about the extraordinary gathering of professionals that's here. Okay? Are you excited? Can I have some energy in the chat box, please? Yes? Okay, great. And are you looking forward to learning new things? We have some 880 people here. I want to hear from you. So just quickly, I want to introduce myself. My name is Mansi Arya. I'm a second generation entrepreneur and a business owner for the last now 7 years. And I've personally coached about 3,000 senior and young professionals on their personal and professional development. And I'll be hosting this session along with Abhyuday Agarwal, who's our co-founder and CEO at Skillarbitrage. Okay. Now, I want you to mark everyone and let us know what do you do and where are you from? Could you do that? Could you go back to your chat window, mark everyone, and just briefly introduce yourself? Don't just say location, make it interesting. Tell us what do you do? Okay, great. So many of you are marking hosts and panelists. Guys, can you please mark everyone? I want all of you also to know who's here and where are they from. Okay, wow, this is the part that I love. Okay, great. Tell us what do you do? Do you see chat flying? What I can see is we have people from the length and breadth of the country. Now, I'm guessing that most of you already are working in support and operations, or you have worked in this area before. Although some of you could be professionals from other areas of work as well. I want to know how many of you are currently working in customer support and operations roles. Can you tell us a little bit more about your professional background? Just keep it coming, okay? We're reading chat. I want to welcome all of you, those of you who are from support and operations. Are there people who took a career break? If you took a career break, would you type CB in chat? If you're on a break? Okay. Wow, welcome. Now, if other people from different professional backgrounds, if you have an interest in building a career in support and ops, especially, if you do get an option to have a remote job that pays more, would you like a career in support and operations? Yeah? Okay, good. Got it. Let us know your background as well. And other people who are freshers and students here, if yes, let us know as well. See, if we know your background, it just helps us to cater to everyone, keeping the demography in mind, right? Now we're going to do a very quick poll for this. There's going to be a little pop-up on your screen. Can we launch the poll, please? You'll see a pop-up on your screen. It'll have a few questions. Here it is. Could you just fill this up quickly? Take a moment and just quickly fill up the poll on your screen. Okay, we'll move on, right? We have a lot to cover. Now, I want to talk to you about the people that we can really help, okay? And these people are our priority, in fact. So, those of you who've been working in support and ops, but you feel being undervalued or underpaid despite working very hard for several years, type 1 in chat if you think you belong to this category. And mark everyone. Okay? Now, for those of you who are struggling to find well paid jobs in operations or customer support, where you currently live, type 2 in chat. Those of you who would like to secure remote jobs, full time, part time, whatever fits the shoe for you, then that you can perform from the comfort of your home and you earn more than talent in big cities, type 3. Now, did you work professionally in support and operations before, but you had to take a career break for personal reasons? Do you want to know how you can get back to the workforce by working remotely? Type 4 in chat if that's the case. Okay, great. Now, people who want to build a career in support and operations, type 5. Yeah, and if you see that you belong to more categories, no problem. You can say 2 and 4 and whatever, right? That works. Now, those of you who've, unfortunately lost their job or you're worried about losing your job to AI, if you're someone like that, type 6 in chat. Okay? Now, if you're in many categories, I want you to know you're in the right place. And this bootcamp will be a turning point for you. Now, what are we promising you in this bootcamp? Why are you here? Where will you be? What will you get in the next 3 days? Let's talk about that. See, until now, customer support was an easy job. You had some predefined, predictable, repetitive work that you had to consistently perform. And if you had decent communication skills and some level of diligence, it was possible to get a job that pays you enough to live a middle class lifestyle, right? But in 2025, that's not enough anymore. Operations and support functions are changing very fast, especially after new AI developments in 2025. And many entry level and routine jobs in customer support and operations are in danger of being entirely eliminated. It has already begun to happen. But here is what nobody is telling you, that AI is actually creating more new jobs than it is destroying. And these new jobs are actually paying you 3 to 5 times more. But they are a little different in their nature, right? And you just need to know what are the skills that you need to learn. See, good news is that AI plus you as a human being is superior to AI alone or a human being alone. And you have an opportunity to solve problems that you couldn't solve earlier. So we'll talk about this. Right now, I'm telling you what are we going to cover in the bootcamp. Number 2, once you learn how to use AI and automation to solve bigger problems in operations and support roles, you're going to be high demand everywhere, not just in India. And not just in India for the top 2% MNC jobs, but anywhere in the world. Even for fast growing startups or SMEs in the US or other developed economies like UK, Canada, Singapore, UAE, or other countries as well, right? And we will show you what is the kind of work that US employers need. And if you want to do that kind of work, how do you reach them with a proven roadmap? See, at Skillarbitrage, we've already assisted 31,000 plus professionals in pursuing remote work with international employers in the last just 3.5 years across different categories. And our company, by the way, is fully remote, including the operations and support, service delivery functions. So we know how this works. We're not talking out of thin air. And this will enable you to unlock massive earning and growth potential. Would you be interested in that? Does that make sense? Would you like that? Yes? Can I get a quick yes, no? See, I want to tell you something. When I ask you a question, I know we're in this virtual environment, but chat is your only medium to communicate with us, right? So, would be great if you educational background, work experience, degrees are not material here. See, it doesn't matter whether you have an MBA or another degree from a prestigious college or an expensive foreign education, doesn't matter anymore. Even younger professionals can secure these opportunities as long as your first principles of thinking are strong. Now, if you have a sense of what high quality work is, what is it that can actually solve a problem for the customer and a business, then you can succeed in this area. This is, by the way, the first time in the history of the world that an entry level customer support person or an operations executive has as much opportunity operations from a computer and an internet connection. And if you're someone who can communicate in English, you can benefit from this opportunity. That's all that's required of you. And even if you're someone who struggles with English communication, I want you to focus and so that you can understand, and we'll provide you with solutions for that also in this very bootcamp. Now, then what we're going to cover is what are the skills that are in high demand after AI, AI's overhaul of 2025. We'll teach you some very exciting skills in just 3 days. And I'll tell you what these are like. How to implement a customer support chatbot without knowing any code with AI. How to support services firm. Now, how do you conduct sentiment analysis of customer support and identify opportunities for cross-selling, upselling, preempting crisis, and actually turning customers into advocates of the brand? Or voice, including voice AI chatbots. How do you create a customer support knowledge base with AI for preparing a self-service help desk or a ticket deflection? How to create a training program for training juniors in customer support using AI. Support a US SME with review management to build a track record and get tons of operations related assignments. And how to get customized customer satisfaction beyond NPS and CSAT. And how to implement WhatsApp chatbots to automate CSAT. How to detect when standardized metrics are being. While I was reading out that this is what we're going to cover in the boot camp, some of you were like, what is the cost of this boot camp? This is a free day. This is a free 3-day boot. Okay. Now, and we're just getting started, by the way. Now we'll give you a lot of exciting giveaways and templates each day, but you make sure that you're here through the boot camp, right? It's only then that you will get it. But if you have every day in this boot camp so that you can get these giveaways, these are giveaways for day one. I'm not going to read them out. They will be there in chat. You can take a screenshot. And if you're here, certificates for being in this boot camp, I'll tell you how to do that in a bit. But some of you may want help from Skillarbitrage even after the boot camp to handhold you in the journey. Still
Recording
getting
in
lots of free
progress.
resources and learning from this boot camp, right? So don't feel bad if you can't get the scholarship for any reason. Okay, now can we spend the next 3 hours exploring more information on whether this is, whether a career in remote support and operations is a good fit for you? Yes. And can I just quickly show you how you can get a certificate for being in this bootcamp for those of you who want it? You can just, we'll just give you a PDF, okay? We'll not even, we have too much to cover. We'll drop instructions about this in chat, okay? Or you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, great. We'll move on. Now, all these details are, by the way, there in the registration page also where you registered. Let's go. So, see, we are here to explore an incredible opportunity. But before we start talking about it, about the opportunity, we need to acknowledge what is in the background of this opportunity. And in the background of every opportunity, there is a problem. And we cannot effectively move forward without addressing the problem. So let's take a moment to address what is the problem. Let's start with performing a quick reality check that will help us put things into perspective. Okay? So let's talk about what are the biggest challenges of professionals working in support and operations today. Should we start with that? Yes? Okay, great. Now, here are a few things we heard from some of you. Those who are already working in support and ops. There is tremendous uncertainty about the future amongst operations and support professionals as AI threatens to be wiping out many routine and administrative jobs. So as I say these challenges, if you think that they make sense to you, then tell us in chat. Okay? This is challenge number 1. Challenge number 2. Many operations professionals are worried about losing their jobs owing to the AI-driven automation after hearing about job cuts at companies, including those, people with highest qualifications, Six Sigma, black belts, or other certifications. If you've been reading, high-paying corporate jobs are shrinking. And, people are wondering, is AI to blame? You've heard Microsoft's AI director was not spared during layoffs. You heard what happened with TCS, right? IBM laid off 8,000 roles. Now, the TCS CEO said last year that call centers will be obsolete within a year. 85% of support jobs are on their way out in 25-26. And AI will make call centers obsolete. This year, he executed it. And they cut down their workforce by 2%, which also impacted 12,000 jobs. Now, those people will need to immediately upskill to be employable again. Now, is there anyone here who's recently lost their job? If there is, you know you, right? Don't worry. I want you to know we can help you. Just attend the whole bootcamp and execute this strategy. Most support and operations professionals don't have a plan B in case they lose their job. Number 2, one of you said salaries were already very low in support and operations at each level compared to, if you compare people in other functions in tech, marketing, sales over the years. Average increment has been less than 9%, which barely meets inflation. Now, the AI crisis has made it even worse. Yes. Now, someone with 5 years of experience in operations may still be earning less than 50,000 rupees a month. And someone with 10 years of experience may still struggle with a lakh of rupees per month bracket, while your peers may be earning 50% more or even 3 to 4 times more in other fields. Does that make sense? Yes? Yeah? Now, most good operations and support jobs are in-office jobs. Like you have to physically be there in office, and they're only in big cities, which is very difficult. If you live in a smaller city or in a tier 2, tier 3 city, or if you have the need to stay with your family, right? And then you may, have to work graveyard shifts to cater to US time zones, and the pay might still not be enough. Yes? How many of you are facing that? Yeah? Got it. Now, those of you who are already working in support and ops, you may be realizing that you're doing the same ticket closing work for years with minimal growth. And you see AI coming, but you don't know how to use it to your advantage. And here is what you're missing. See, AI does not replace you. It promotes you to be a problem solver. And while freshers learn new tools, you have something they don't. Context for real customer pain points because you have experience in that. Second, your experience in handling difficult situations becomes 10 times more valuable when you combine it with AI. Those who never worked in support and operations, you could be from other functions, you could be from marketing, sales and tech, and you may want to move to support and operations thinking that this is not as demanding because it does not have the kind of targets that in marketing or sales have, right? Now if you can transition into operations and sales right now, you may think you may have less stress and quotas and targets. But good news is that every function now needs operations and support automation. Marketing needs marketing operations, and sales needs sales operations. Yes? So, your domain knowledge plus operations and automation skills is a unique advantage that nobody else has. Those of you who took a career break, you are in this loop where you don't know how to get started and how the gap that you've taken will be treated by employers, and you don't know how to justify your career break, and you wonder if you're out of touch. You also feel overwhelmed seeing chat gpt, claude and automation tools everywhere, but you don't know how to solve real real worthwhile problems to earn 3 to 5 times more with flexibility. And if you're a fresh graduate or a student, you think that experienced people have all the advantages. But AI can reset the game. Your ability to solve problems is your superpower. Employers today care about solutions, revenue growth, increasing profitability, efficiency. They don't care so much about your experience and qualifications in this new age. See, everyone thinks AI is the enemy, but they're completely wrong. Does this make sense? Do you follow? We covered categories of people, right? You could be in any category. But no matter where you are, how operations and support works with AI plus your domain knowledge. Yes? Does this make sense? Do you follow in terms of what are the challenges and where are you right now? Now, see, AI is not about it. Let's actually think about. When email came, did letter writers disappear? Think about it. No, right? But they became communication specialists handling 100 times the volume. What does that tell you? Nobody is talking about your problems and how to solve them. See, fortunately, for the first time in history, you have a massive opportunity to earn more than 1 to 2 lakhs per month, whether you work from India or abroad, as a support and operations. If you embrace AI, because where are your organizations using AI? Okay, Manish says 30 people fired. Got it. How has AI taken over? I want to know from you. Okay, in CRM, in help desk. Okay, how? Yeah, email PPT is very elementary now. Email PPT, everybody knows how to do. But if you're only at the level of, doing email and PPT, then I'm afraid that we're at risk. Okay, coding, chat support. Okay, got it. We're going to talk about how, see, you can now help businesses serve customers better and faster, create delight and launch new verticals and expand to more countries. Are you doing that? Are you thinking like that? And it doesn't matter where you live. Even if you're someone who's never worked in operations and support, and you don't have advanced qualifications or degrees, or you took a career break, or if you got laid off, right, you have access to the same opportunity, which means that no matter your situation, you can still earn 3 to 5 times more or 100 times more if you solve business problems with operations and support, and we'll show you how to do that. And by the way, MBA programs are not talking about this, and they're merely doing a lip service at best. So, what is there next for you? Do you feel like you deserve something better in your career? Yes. Now, if yes, you would be glad about the opportunities that we're about to discuss today, and these are ripe for support and operations professionals. So, let's talk about what is the alternative. Some of you have been saying, "Acha, theek hai, got it, samajh aa gaya. Karna kya hai? What do I need to do? What is there now?" See, operations and customer support as we know it is completely changing. If you want to succeed in your career, you need to tackle the AI revolution head on. And here are two principles about AI. First is that AI plus you, which is human, is greater than what AI and human can do alone. So, by the way, while there are a lot of AI tools, just an AI tool or a workflow can't work in itself, right? Now, this is going to be the mantra for you to be able to succeed faster and better than ever. Using AI can solve bigger problems than what you could do before. The second principle is that AI does things middle to middle. Okay. It needs humans to make it work, to set it up, to train it, and to handle exceptions. Some of you started to work with AI will know what I'm talking about. We'll show how you can utilize these principles to set it up, to train it, and handle the exceptions. By the way, any diligent person can learn this very, very fast. You need to put in 2 hours a day to achieve this in 6 months. And you will feel blessed that you are here and attending this today. And you're in this time. Now, are you interested? Yes? Can I tell you a flip side as well? See, the bad news is that if you don't do anything, it'll be very hard for you to even stay where you are. And you'll be falling behind very fast, faster than you know. Not taking action is career suicide. And going forward, even in the next 1 year, you cannot expect to do the same work of assigning tickets, handling escalation, running a voice process that you were doing earlier. Remember, if you don't do it, nobody else can help you. The only way out is through. So here is what you need to do. Okay, I want all your focus now. You need to understand how AI is changing the operations and support landscape, and you need to learn how to use it to solve bigger problems that every company suffers from. Then you need to identify high growth opportunities with low competition in customer support and operations in the post AI world. Is the Indian market a low competition market? Give me a yes and no quickly, please. Or is it a high competition market? It's a high competition market, right? Now, target companies and industries where supply is short compared to the demand so that you can get hired irrespective of prior college or background or work experience or legacy, as long as you have a few critical skills. But tell me something, in the domestic market, are you feeling that the supply is ever short? Yes? No, right? You quit your job, there are 10 other people lining up to take it. There is an oversupply. Yes? Now, then can we talk about what do you need to learn? What are the skills that you need to learn? And how is AI changing customer support and operations roles? See, if you're a customer service executive or a manager, I have some good and bad news. The bad news is this: 85% of customer interactions will be handled by AI and have begun to do so by 2025. This was to happen by 2025, right? Freeing human agents from complex issues. So, understand, when you call up any customer support today, do you first interact with a bot or a voice agent, or do you first interact with a person? Yeah. 70% of CX leaders plan to integrate generative AI across multiple customer touchpoints within 2 years. Already begun to happen. 80% of companies plan to implement AI solutions for customer support by 25, which is up from 31% in 2023. Yes? Now, hold on to that. Some of you are saying, I interact with a bot, but it's very frustrating. There is your opportunity, by the way, Chandrasekhar, right? Now, over 67% of customers worldwide have already used a chatbot for customer support, right? All of what you are saying. Now, this is where the sources of where this data is coming from. But what does this mean for you? Why am I telling you these numbers? And some of you are saying, Acha, abhi batao. Some of you are getting frustrated. Please tell us. Most of the customer service executives and managers who work in traditional roles are about to lose their jobs. Now, what is the good news then? AI is creating more new jobs than it is destroying. Read what is on your screen. The World Economic Forum has made headlines with a prediction. AI will create 170 million jobs and displace 92 million. That's a net gain of 78 million jobs. How many people are here? We have some 880 people. All of us can find new jobs. However, you must know what is the nature of these new jobs. Now, these are totally new roles. In other cases, they are highly evolved version of older roles, right? And new jobs are less repetitive, formula driven, and they are more proactive and data driven and strategic in nature. Okay? Generative AI has created a lot of new opportunities for customer service executives and managers in just the last 1 year. And what are these new roles? Let's talk about that. See, while first line responders will not be required, there will be a greater need for case managers and escalation experts. Who are these? These are experts who intervene when AI tools cannot solve an issue when personal touch is needed. So, Chandrasekhar, when you were saying that, when I interact with a bot, it's frustrating. That's when a case manager is required. Yes? Now, you could also be a chatbot supervisor or a human AI collaboration manager. Someone who ensures that AI tools are well integrated into the workflow and manages the handoff points between AI and human agents. Yes? We'll show you how to do this. Okay? Now, there's also going to be a greater role for analytical and supervisory positions. See, what's going to happen? Once these tools are deployed, they will generate a lot of customer interaction data, right? Then someone has to sit and analyze that data, right? Overseeing the quality of AI driven service. Is integrating these AI tools helping? Where do tweaks need to be made? Focusing on customer care. And this will create openings for customer insight analyst and a customer analytics specialist. Then there are so many tools, right? But now companies require specialists to build, train, and manage these systems. One such emerging role is an AI trainer. Who is this person? This is a professional who develops and refines training data for AI chatbots and support algorithms, right? Now, when you're an AI trainer, what are you required to do? You have to provide historic information, label data, and continuously improve chatbot answers so that the automated systems can better understand customer queries and context. Now, have you noticed that in some places, with some support, when you interact with an AI chatbot, you don't realize whether you're talking to a chatbot or you're talking to a human being. Yes, because the chatbot is trained so well. Is this making sense? Do you follow? I want to take a moment and understand, is this making sense? Are you following through the new roles that are going to get created? Yes? Okay, great. Perfect. I just wanted to check. Now, have you seen that in some places, chatbots are very well trained? You don't realize that you want to be talking to a human being. What does that tell you? That they have a great AI trainer. Somebody is doing that job, right? Now, by the way, here is someone we helped to obtain this role. This is Kulin. Okay, he's from Gandhinagar. He secured a position with Tech Mahindra as an AI trainer. And training AI today is crucial to achieve operational scale in any team, by the way, not just customer support. In sales, in marketing, in delivery, any team of a business. And we'll show you, very, very shortly how to use AI to how did we use AI to train our counselors? These are our sales operations people. And what did we do to check audit quality in this very bootcamp? Okay. So I was talking to you about roles. Now, with more expertise, you could get a conversational AI designer or a customer interaction personalization expert. Okay. Now, you don't need to learn coding for these roles. It's all right if you don't have coding background. There are a few other roles, by the way. There is a customer experience analyst. Now, who is this person? This person mines customer interaction data both across AI and human channels to identify trends, pains, opportunities to enhance the overall experience. Now, here you could blend in, support knowledge, your knowledge of yours of where empathy is required, human sensitivities of problem solving with data analytics to drive improvements in processes and products based on customer feedback patterns. Now, of course, there are other roles as well. There is a conversational AI designer, then there is predictive customer support specialist, there is customer sentiment analysis, there is AI quality assurance officer, there is omni-channel customer success manager. Now, these are roles that are getting created. Okay. And these are different roles, but they're not very difficult. And we'll show you how to do some of these things. Now, an example of new roles at work in support and operations is this. Let me give you an example. For example, we'll show you how to create a chatbot and a voice agent prototype today without requiring any coding knowledge. And most businesses need this across multiple functions. I'm telling you, I run a business and I need this on my website, right? And I've been looking for to hire talent to do this. Now, traditional customer support, on their website, in their marketing and operations, in, finance, HR operations, literally everywhere. Do you want to learn how to implement it? Yes? No? Now, let me tell you that there may be multiple people involved behind the scene to create and run the chatbot. You know why? Because all chatbots and voice agents need to be consistently trained against real world scenarios. Why? To ensure that their answers are accurate. Is there an update to the knowledge base? Did the company launch, a new product or a service or a special offer that we must add to the tool and need to train it? Now, is there a new complication that they must be equipped to answer? Someone who does this job is called a chatbot supervisor. Someone who constantly designs and optimizes and tracks performance is a full-time conversational AI designer. Someone who manages handoff points to humans could be a human collaboration manager. Now, as you can realize, this work is not very different, but very relatable to what you already do. Yes, people who are working in support and operations, is this very difficult? No, but it's different, right? But not very different. It's not something that is poles apart from what you do. Yes? Now, if you're good at more than even one of these things, then you could become an AI integration consultant. This is someone who, guides on how AI tools are adopted in support processes. See, I want to tell you a very real problem. Despite so many tools and despite the AI innovation, it still takes work and thinking to do in this age of AI. And people don't know how to implement AI in their business. A lot of people think, how many of you, by the way, think, ki, acha, AI aa gaya, now there's AI, I don't need to work now. Life has become easier. No. Sure, AI can do a lot of heavy lifting, but there is still thinking that you need to use to how to use and implement these AI tools. How many of you are actually solving problems with AI? Okay. So many of you are saying not. You're not solving problems, right? See, if you're still at the level of writing emails or messages or um, just making your drafts better, then then that is very elementary in today's day and age. Yes. Now, most business owners can use ChatGPT and Gemini and Copilot, and some of them even know the capability of, what AI can do, but they struggle to identify how to integrate it into their workflow. Now, if you can help them do that, then you are in high demand. I want to show you a Twitter post to understand the earning potential. Okay. Now, someone wrote, one of my friends is earning close to $200 an hour by consulting US companies wanting to use AI for their business. The mad part is that some people make $300 an hour, and the AI hype is real. And if you play your cards well, you can make more than a Google research scientist does. Okay. Now, isn't that incredible? Just look, just $300 an hour. Now, this is not the story of just one person. There is quite a revolution, by the way, that's happening in India as well. We're opening chat. I want to hear from you. Where individuals and firms are providing AI implementation services. Have you been seeing this? I've been exploring so many of these services. And as I interact and engage with, implementation services, I realize how many people have just started creating a bouquet of services without fully actually even knowing the depth of what AI can do. Okay, great. Let's see. I want to hear from you. Where are you thinking about utilizing AI? I want you to mark everyone. I want you to know, do you follow? Does this make sense? We're opening chat. I want you to mark everyone. Now, you may have a question that why are these AI consultants being paid so much? Why are they, charging $200, $300 an hour? Businesses across the world in any industry want to implement AI but lack expertise. Enterprises struggle to show the value of AI projects. Why am I telling you this? Because there's opportunity for you here. If the answer is yes, the most important question to ask that you may have is, how do I get my first break into this opportunity? What are the skills that I need to learn? How do I find potential clients? How do I find and convince them to give me work? Is the work easy to do if I get it? And then I've always operated in the domestic market. If these are international clients, how much should I charge? Is this even safe? If I do this on the side, can I suddenly lose my job? Now, we will answer all of these questions today as well as tomorrow, right? But as you can already sense, there is an unprecedented opportunity that did not exist before, especially for operations and support professionals. Well, let me show you a very interesting skill. Some of you are saying, oh, okay, tell us, show us something, right? Let's show you a very interesting skill so that you can get an idea about how operations related work is actually changing by giving you an idea of this work. Okay. Let's talk to you about how to configure a chatbot for a client. How many of you want to see this? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, good. Let me set this up. We're going to show you a very simple thing that you can do for a potential client is to help them create a chatbot. Now, who can you do this for? Most B2C, D2C, e-commerce, retail, wholesale professionals, even SaaS businesses are going to love it. There are many businesses that either don't have a chat option on their website, and as a result, they're not able to cater to customers, and they are losing leads. Rather than hiring expensive and inefficient human staff, you can just have a chatbot, right? Now, there are others who have very poor AI deployment, which needs improvement. Now, how do you come across these? Can you help these clients to install a chatbot on their website? Let's talk about it, right? It could be a very nice way to get in. But before AI comes in, you need to prepare a knowledge base of almost likely questions and answers that a potential customer or a visitor of the website could have, a sequence of workflows, and identify points for human handoff. Okay. After that, it's possible to train AI based on training data. Then you have to test it. Now, Roshan, are you set up?
Yes, Mansi, I'm here.
Okay, great. Now we're going to show you a tool called Landbot and we'll show you how to do this. Okay. Now it is chargeable only for real high volume deployment, which the client will pay for anyway. But the good news is that you'll find a lot of these tools and you can practice and learn for free. Okay. Let's show you a demo.
All right. Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? How is everyone liking the session so far? Great. So let's quickly see how you and I can make a chatbot, which we'll run and test in the next 15 minutes. How excited are you guys? Can you believe it? I have no tech background as well. I don't know coding, nothing. I'm a lawyer by profession. You and I are going to make a chatbot, run it out, and we'll see how you can pitch it to clients as well. Great. Let me quickly share my screen. Yeah. Is my screen visible? Please write yes if it's visible.
Not yet, Roshan. In a moment, it will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the tool we'll be using to make this chatbot is a free tool called landbot.io. Has anyone tried this out before? All right. So once you go to landbot.io, I want you to click on try Landbot for free. Okay. If you haven't tried it out before, that's completely fine too. You will learn it here with me, and you and I will make a chatbot right now in the next 15 minutes. Okay. So ideally, it will have you sign up first, but I've done it before, so it's letting me skip that part and we can jump right in. So in the home page, if you see, it's asking us whether we want to create a bot for web or for an app like WhatsApp or Messenger. But right now, we are going to be creating a chat bot for a website. All right. So we'll click on web. Okay. And now it's asking us whether we want Landbot to build it for us, or are we building it from scratch, or do we have an existing chat bot that we can just upload and better it here. Now, as I told you, I have no coding knowledge, no tech knowledge, nothing. So I'm going to have Landbot build it for me. And once you click on this button, it will ask you whether you're making a bot for an e-commerce assistant or a lead generation quiz or lead generation or lead qualification, or are you just making it for fun? I want to make a chatbot for as a support and ops person for any industry of your choice. You tell me which industry do you want me to check it for? We can do real estate, e-commerce. Okay, e-commerce, IT, banking, e-commerce is fine. Okay. Either you can click on e-commerce here, and Landbot in itself will give you like a detailed prompt which you can generate and make a full chatbot, or you can go on Chat GPT, which is our cult favorite generative AI, and give this quick prompt. Okay, I'll send all the prompts in the chat box, no need to worry. I am asking ChatGPT to make a ready to paste prompt that I can paste directly in landbot.io to build a chat bot for a client in the support and ops industry. I think we decided e-commerce, right? You can just change the industry here, not a problem. Solving basic queries and doing a human handoff at the end. So why are we using human handoff here? At some point, the chatbot won't be able to help you out. Okay. At that point, a customer support agent can jump in and they can take it from there. Now, what I want you to do is, okay, it's given me like a code. I can ask ChatGPT to give me a, to not give me a code, but a ready to paste prompt. Okay. Because I don't understand code, and even if there is something wrong with it, I won't be able to spot. So see, it's given me a prompt that I can just copy and paste it on Landbot. I'm going to show you right now. Okay. See. You can paste it. All right. Now, all I want you to do is click on generate. And LandBot is going to make us a whole chatbot for our e-commerce client or an employer, depending on what sort of work you're doing. And we can take it from there. See, it's given us a whole chatbot in under what? 1 minute? I don't even think it took that much time. Okay, so this is how it starts. Whenever the chatbot's there in the website, when you click on start, it gives you this message first. Hi there, welcome to our store support bot. I can help you with the common questions, etc., etc. You can either edit this and add your company's name, or you can even name your own bot. I'll say like, hi there, I'm Roshan Mariam. How can I help you today, or something like that as well. And over here you've got options that you can give your the person who's coming on your website, whether they want to know about their order status or shipping info. You can add another button, and let's say they wanted to talk about billing and invoicing. You can do that. And if you want to erase an existing button, that's completely fine too. You can just go ahead and delete it off. That's completely fine. You can tailor it as per your needs. All right. Okay. Now, once this is done, if you click on order status, the next message that pops up is to
Roshan,
check
just
your
one
order.
second. We just need to
Yeah.
pause. Hi, guys, this is Abhyuday. I'll be around. I'm a co founder and a part of this bootcamp team. So I just want to ask you, do you see the magic though? One prompt created a very good chatbot flow. Like, I know that we are going into more depth and telling you how to implement it, but for one moment, can we just see like how amazing it was? It happened super fast, right? And Roshan, can you show like the full design? Just
Yeah, yeah,
like
of
zoom
course.
out, maybe make it 50%.
Okay. So all you have to do is, if you want to try this bot out,
In that zoom 80% में जहाँ पर है नीचे.
huh, here.
I just want to see the full flow. And then scroll down. So you all can
Yeah.
see the whole. We can't read the text, that's fine, but you can see that all the branching and all is done, right? So it is so goddamn easy, right? And it's still so shocking and strange. When we show you how to find clients, you'll be shocked and you'll realize that people haven't implemented this. Right now, obviously everything will not be 100% accurate if you don't know what problem the client has, but to a large extent the problem for any e-commerce business will be similar. The problem for any marketing agency which has clients will be similar. The problem for any software business will be similar, right? Even inside the business, in any function, a lot of times you can make chatbots. Like if you are working in HR or sales or finance, as a function grows, what is becoming key for every function is to have ops, because when there's a large team, you need operations processes, and how you automate that a lot of times is through chatbots and voice agents, right? Okay, sorry, my voice is low. Were you able to hear me?
It was absolutely fine. It's okay.
Okay, great. Awesome. So now we'll continue. Roshan will continue explaining it to you. But did you really see the magic? Then she'll tell you how to deploy it, how to customize stuff, and all of that. Huh? All right, Roshan. Please continue.
All right. Okay. So now, once you're done with adding all your, boxes, deleting options, whatever you want, once you're done with your final output, what I want you to do is test this bot. Okay. If you click on test, it will show you how that bot will perform in real time. Okay. Right. Now click on start the conversation. This is the first button that pops up in the screen, and it'll show you the first message. Hi there, welcome to our store support bot, and you can choose an option. Let's say I'm choosing shipping information or something. Okay. See, it's telling me the exact answers. Standard shipping takes 3 to 5 business days, express shipping, everything, etc., etc. Now, if you want to get the person's email ID or phone number at some point, all you have to do is add another option here. See, I'm going to quickly show you how to ask for a person's email ID. Okay. See, you can just drag this blue node, put it here, go on questions, and ask for an email. This way, the next step the person will do is enter their email ID, and you can directly talk to them if you require. All right. Now we figured out how to make this bot everything amazing, done and good. How do we share it across to our client? Simple, very simple. Go on this tab called share,
Did we test the
and
bot?
we just did
Yeah.
2
Okay.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it gives us two options. Either you can share the entire code or you can share it as a link. Okay. Just copy this link, send it across to their tech team, and they'll embed it in their website. How cool is that? Do you think you will be able to do it today? I think Landbot's website's already shared in the chat. Right, amazing. Okay. Now the first part is done. We figured out how to make a chatbot. Now the second part is outreach. How are you going to find companies that require a chatbot in the first place? Right? You can't just arbitrarily make a chatbot and send it across to people. For that, I have yet another free tool called Y Combinator. All right. Y Combinator, again, just someone please paste the link in the chat. It's an accelerator. What is it? It's a database of all the startups which are incorporated in the US. Okay. See, you just have to go to ycombinator.com and oops, just a minute. This will be a home page. Okay. And go to companies and click on startup directory. Now it will show you a list of startups which are incorporated in the US. Okay. DoorDash, Coinbase, these are huge companies. Let's pitch to smaller companies first, build a track record, and then move to the bigger fish. Right? Now, in the left side, if you see, you've got a bunch of filters. You can, check for companies which are incorporated in summer 2025, which is quite recent, right? Or any other industry-specific filters are there, region-specific filters are there. See, and company size also you can increase or decrease. Now, let's say I want to pitch to a company that's incorporated in the summer 2025, which is quite recently, and let's which company do you guys want me to open and check whether or not they have a chatbot? I want to check that. Are you able to see the list of companies? Freya, Uplift. Okay, let's check Uplift. Okay. Uplift is a foundational voice model company. Okay, if you click on the name, it's going to take you to this page and you can find the company's URL here. All right. Now, if you click on the company's link, you will be able to see whether or not they have a chatbot. Okay. Now let's scroll down. I don't see a chatbot yet. Can you guys see a chatbot anywhere? Yes or no? No, right? I don't see a chatbot anywhere. So this is a potential client, guys. You can directly go on their LinkedIn and write a pitch telling you don't have a chatbot. Because of this, do you guys know what the repercussions are of not having a chatbot? We'll show you, what the repercussions are. We have screenshots and everything, but I'll tell you verbally also. Pilgrim, the skincare brand, our home brand, Pilgrim, which is a skincare and makeup, they have a bunch of things. They don't have a chatbot. Because of this, what happens is they not only lose customers, but existing customers also, when if they don't have anyone to speak to, they won't come back to you, which gives them not just reputational losses, but also monetary losses. Okay. Now, we found the company out as well. We are going to pitch to Uplift AI. Now, what I want you to do is copy Uplift's website and go on this AI called Claude. Okay, Claude or Chat GPT, you can use whatever. Claude just generates better
Just
results.
one second,
Okay.
Roshan. Guys, a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
you are
please.
not listening. You need to understand that if it could have been done by companies, you are saying tech company hai, AI company hai, so they should be able to do this. Have they done it? Go check. Go to Y Combinator. We will show you many other ways to find clients. Right? When we show you proof live, if you say they will do it themselves, we have the answers. You can be patient. But first, if you cannot see with your open eyes what is there and only listen to your head, then how will you grow? Right? So we are showing you live and you will yourself be able to find, and we will also show you automations so that you are able to find these things. Okay. And Claude or even N8N automation will automatically find by searching and auditing this and giving you potential clients and employers whom you can pitch to. Okay. We'll move. Yeah. Continue, Roshan.
Yeah. So I've given Claude this prompt saying, write me a pitch for this company Uplift, telling them that not having a chatbot is costing them and that I'll be able to make one for them. Also mention that when they accept my connection request, this is for LinkedIn. So when they basically respond back to you, you can let them know that I've had time to audit your company and I've got 50 questions which potential client might ask you, and I'm giving you answers for that as well. End by telling them that you can also train a voice agent for them if required. Now, do I know how to train a voice agent? No, AI is going to do everything for me. Okay. Now, why is it important to tell them that you've gone through their company, etc., etc.? Remember how Manchi was telling all the business owners right now are looking for problem solvers. By doing this, you become one of the problem solvers. And why would they not respond to you? Right? Great. Now, AI has drafted as an email, which, see, it's saying hi, and you can enter the person's name. I've been following Uplift's groundbreaking work, etc., etc. It's telling you what you know about Uplift already, and it's also giving us pointers, which talks about what Uplift is missing just because of not having a chatbot. Okay, and the solution you're giving, the next steps that you possibly can take, etc., etc. Now, if you go on to Uplift's website, you will be able to find their LinkedIn or email ID or some sort of a point of contact. That's where we are going to pitch this. Okay, just scroll down and you will find a contact us section or something, I guess. See, founders at upliftai.org. This is the company's website, which you can use to send this mail. All right. The same mail you can just copy and send it across to Uplift's website. Now, one more way you can, pitch yourself to is by going on to Claude in itself and asking Claude to find companies that need a chatbot. How many of you want to see that? Are you guys excited to see Claude give you the list of companies? Do you want to see how you can skip the Y Combinator step and directly have Claude find companies? Amazing. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to have Claude find companies for me. I'm going to give this prompt. Don't worry. Again, every prompt will be shared with you. Okay. See, I'm saying make a list of 10 small businesses in the US that don't have a chatbot and give me its website, email address, and LinkedIn. Okay. You can do it for a specific US state, or you can even do it for India. Doesn't matter. You can change your location preferences as per your liking. I'm going to give enter. Now watch the magic happen. I didn't have to go on Y Combinator, nothing. Claude is going to give me 10 companies with its link, LinkedIn address, and email ID if it's publicly available. Even if it's not, it's easy to find out, guys, not a problem. Okay, see, it's given us 10 local businesses in the US. The first one is usvisa.com/support. This one doesn't have a chatbot. See, this website doesn't have a chatbot. Now, do you think a chatbot will benefit them? Yes, it's going to benefit everyone. So you can obviously go and find their LinkedIn from here and pitch to them saying, I found out that you don't have a chatbot and I can help you out. Okay, I haven't logged in my LinkedIn here, but I'll show you how to use Claude to write a LinkedIn pitch for this company. Okay, just copy the company's website, go on to Claude and put this simple prompt saying, the same prompt that we used before, you can use that itself. You just have to change the company's link. Just a minute. It didn't get pasted, I guess. Yeah. So here I have to change the company's link to this. And tell the first thing you will be generating is an email that you will send across to the company. Number two, you can find the company's LinkedIn and pitch to them on LinkedIn as well, or you can wait for them to reply to your email. If they don't reply within the next 7 to 10 days, you can use LinkedIn as a follow-up platform. See, watch the sales pitch get crafted. Insane, right? See, it's telling us the subject line you have to put is transform your small business support with AI powered customer service. Dear Visa back team, okay, this is just salutation, and it's first starting off with the cost that the company has to bear if at all they don't have a chatbot. Then it's giving us the solution, and then it's telling what you are committing to the company. Here's where you become their problem solver. Okay, and the next steps that they can possibly take. Now, if I want to pitch the same thing to them via LinkedIn, I'll give this prompt. Make a LinkedIn version of the same pitch in under 200 characters. Okay? Watch the magic happen. Hi, I love your work supporting small business through through back to business. I create AI chatbots that could automate 80% of your directory inquiries. See, if you don't want to put any stats like 80%, if you're not confident, that's completely fine. You can skip it and then just copy and paste the rest of it. You're good to go. That is it. This is how easy it is to not just make a chatbot, but pitch it to potential clients. How did you guys like it? Tell me in the chat box, will you go and try this out today?
There are 733 people here. We are opening chat. How was this? Now, this was one technique, right? Chatbot. You can do many other things. You can you can message the email support ID, right? Support email ID pe you can message and check how long it takes to get a response. If it's an Indian or a US brand, do it at 11 p.m. their local time, which is morning in India, right? And then check when you get a response. And then you can customize message for that. You can check advertisements of Indian brands, international brands, coaches, products, e-commerce, retail brands, and see the comments, right? Ads to aata Instagram ad bhejna is not going to stop, right? Then you see the comments. A lot of times people criticize, ki I did this, I didn't get support. Definitely, you should take a screenshot and send the founder. I am seeing a lot of critical comments, which is going to be a big turnoff for your potential buyers on your ads, and it's probably wasting your marketing spend. Let me help you reply to those comments also, and also fix whatever is broken in ops. Could you follow this conversation that I said? We'll show you the templates later, but I just wanted to put it all together so that you can understand what are the multiple things you can do. And there are multiple roadways in, right? And this is not just for freelance work, even for jobs. If you fix one or two things, people can give you a job directly also, right? And it's not just US client, it can be Indian client, it can be a neighboring startup, it could be a BPO, it could be an MNC, because all of them are struggling to have people like that. Mansi runs a business, she's struggling to find people like that. We run a listed company, 85 CR plus reported turnover last year. You can check our financials online. We also want people like that. We're happy to pay more than 1 lakh plus per month for people who can do that. Clear? Okay, we move on. Mansi will continue. I hope you enjoyed the demo, and I would really love for you. Is it too difficult? Anything too difficult about this? Very doable, right? And if you can't do it right now, with some practice, you can do it, right? Okay, awesome,
Okay,
Mansi.
great. Now, you may be wondering while watching that, okay, does work like this, need for work like this actually exists, right? So I'm going to show you some proof. Okay. I'm going to show you proof that work like this actually exists apart from what just me and Abhyuday told you. Now, look at what people are already charging for just freelance gigs. Just 1 second, okay? Yeah. So, I want you to see what people are already charging. This is an AI chatbot builder, what Roshan just showed you, right? And they're specifically looking for a skilled code or a no code chatbot builder to join their team. This is a company from the US. The ideal candidate should have hands-on experience on platforms like, these are certain platforms: VoiceFlow, BotPress, TDO, these. And they're happy to pay $5 to $30 an hour for you to do this. Now, there's another one, AI chatbot developer for Shopify stores, right? Now, for what they need is an AI chatbot for an e-commerce. And this is the agency that helps e-commerce brands to reduce 70% of their customer support workload. But they also need an AI chatbot builder. Now, some of you were saying that just because businesses now know that there is AI to solve their problem doesn't mean that they have done it by themselves. They still need people like you. I want to go back to something and just show you that our team dug out. Just give me a second, okay? So we were actually digging and trying to understand where all companies and brands can benefit with chatbots and support. I'm going to show you something. You've heard of these brands called Chumbak and Pilgrim, right? Now, on their Instagram, when they post content, customers are asking, is this available in stores? When they post, say, a new product, or what's the material? Do you ship to so and so place? Each question actually sits unanswered for hours, sometimes days also, right? Now, when that happens, that tells you that they don't have enough support and operations professionals working with them. Now, see, I want you to, this is something they posted, and then they have this, this particular comment, right, which says they're so angry, this was a gift and it didn't work out, like a bad comment, right? Now, or I want my refund of 5,000 rupees, whatever, right? Now someone has to respond to these comments, right? You will see that it has been weeks since it's not been responded. Now think about it for a minute. See, if I go to Chimbak's page and I see this, will I be motivated to buy? No, right? Now, if 5 customers daily leave without buying because they could not get instant answers and their average order value was, say, 2,000 rupees, they are losing 3 lakh rupees monthly. Yes? Now, Pilgrim, this is another skincare brand which pays lakhs, to celebrities for campaigns. But check their social media. Every time they post something, customers are complaining publicly. Where's my order? Wrong product delivered, waiting for refund for 2 days, 2 weeks. Look at this. This is something they posted. And I've not received my order since 20-25 days. Or, they take a prepaid order and they forgot to deliver. Yes. Now, what is the impact of this? See, potential customers are dissuaded from buying. Existing customers are clearly not being served optimally, right? And marketing spends are getting wasted. Now, if well-known Indian businesses are also facing this, you can imagine the situation of SMEs and startups. Yes, forget costs. There is simply not enough talent in advanced economies, and that's why they're looking, for people from India. And SMEs struggle to implement with AI. Most SMEs, like we've been telling you, are struggling to embrace AI. Okay. Now we'll go back to uh, why what I was showing you about jobs that people or projects that people have posted. Yeah. Yes. Now, someone needs a website AI chatbot also, right? A custom chatbot that functions similarly to Landbot and talk to. Just what you create, just what Roshan showed you how to create right now. See, some of these have one-time project rates, right? $100, $250, like that. Now, imagine the salaries that companies will hire you for, full time as their operations problem solver, if it fits. And how it starts is that for an international client, it mostly will start with, say, a project basis where you're either working for a few hours, for a certain duration, or you're doing like a one-time project. Now, if they like your work, and if you do some projects like this, then an international opportunity comes up, right? Now, I want to show you what the salary of a customer support role in the US is at different levels. And there is a reason why I want to show you this. Some of you have a question about why would a company in the US want to work with me? So, for that context, I want to show you the salary of customer support roles in the US. Now, this is an entry level customer support service representative in the US, which is an average of $57,000 a year. Okay, average. Here's a chart of customer support salaries at different levels. So entry level, average salary is 37,500. Mid level, 2 to 4 years of experience is $55,000. Senior level, 5 to 9 years, $75,000. And lead level customer support, 10 years plus, is $97,500 a year. Right? None of these jobs, by the way, are descriptions for AI powered roles. If these are AI powered, they will not be the same numbers, right? Now, what if you could do all of this work for $2,000 per month or $24,000 annually? I'm going to go back to the chart. If you, as an experienced person, say, I'm going to charge you $24,000, right? With AI, isn't that a huge saving to them? Does this make sense? Yes. Do you understand why they will want to engage with you? Because you're doing them a huge saving. And by the way, $24,000 into INR is what? Someone do the math and tell me. Hello? $2,000 a month is what? Approximately, a lakh 60,000-70,000 rupees a month, right? Now, is that bad as a remote job? Very good, right? Plus, you'll be an AI powered, support and operations professional. So you'll be, as effective as a person in the US who does $150,000, $200,000 of a salary. Now, even if you work for Indian clients, I'm just saying, even if you're someone who says, I don't want to work with international clients, I want to stay in the domestic market, even then you can earn a lakh of rupees per month. Now, like Abhida had been sharing with you, as Skillarbitrage, we're happy to hire candidates for a lakh of rupees per month if they can solve these problems end to end, despite having, by the way, 600 plus team member and being listed on NSE and SME. We're still looking out for opportunity, for people like this, right? Now, today we'll show you which employers you can work for, and we've shown you, right? Roshan showed you how you can use Claude, how you can use Y Combinator, right? This was the part right after. So I'm going to move on and skip this. Okay. Now, but tomorrow we're going to give you a strategic 6-month plan on exactly what to learn, when to learn, and how to implement this while you're learning. And not just theory, like a step by step execution plan. Okay. Now, on day 3, we will show you how to automate outreach. Does this make sense? Do you sense opportunity here? Do you follow? Is this interesting? Yes? Okay, great. Perfect. Now, let's talk about how will you be able to create this when you don't know about your company or your employer? Yes? See, one question you may have is how do we do the breakdown of the flows and categories for a chatbot? You may have that question. So what you do is you start with industry knowledge and then study past data of support tickets. Yes? Now, some questions are very obvious for every industry. Even ChatGPT will tell you, right? You need to prepare a potential list of questions and answers and curate existing information and then offer this to a potential employer who hasn't gotten all of this configured. And when they see that you've done so much background research, they'll also be willing to share information about past tickets. And, we've already shown you how to find clients, to do this work, right? Now, some companies don't even have enough FAQs or, self-help knowledge bases. So, and by the way, this is not just limited to customer support and operations. In a larger company, every role has an operations element, like we've been telling you. Marketing will have marketing operations, HR will have HR operations and training and onboarding, finance will have finance operations, sales will have sales operations, education, tech will have, developer operations and testing to take care of. Now, just do it for the function that, your existing employer is in. And if you're already working somewhere, do this for your employer and see the magic. Now, if you're not working anywhere, do it for an uncle, do it for a friend, do it for a relative who's running a business. Yes? And what you could do is get a testimonial from them and then pitch to other clients and potential employers. So you could say, hey, you know what? I did this. Show that testimonial. Would you like for me to help you with, what you're dealing with? Now, we implemented WhatsApp chatbots for one-on-one performance coaching service. And, where performance coaches would reach out so that our learners had quick wins. And we used a tool called Vati. We created a series of flows that learners would get calls and have some quick wins in the first 90 days. And can we show that flow?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we'll show this flow to you. Now, this is one category of communications that goes to our students who are in our programs, right? Where we say, okay, fine, there is information that we allot about performance coaches to students. So there is this information that goes. Then after 7 days of enrollment, this is the message this goes, and they either say yes or they say no. Now, if they say a yes or no, this is what it looks like. Now, you remember when Roshan was showing you, she was showing you this whole diagram, right? This is what that diagram looks like in reality when you feed in information to it. Okay. Now, then it says, okay, these are certain options. If they did get a call, if they did not get a call, what do they say? And how does that entire flow work through in itself? And then what frequency at which, messages go out? Yes. Now, you can create flows like this, understanding, what the business is, what they might need. And when they're willing to share more information, then obviously you have, a lot to play around with. Now, our team even received an award for this deployment as tool owners that, from Vati, because Vati had not imagined that this could be a possible application of their tool. Now, this is what, we got a massive shout out from Vati's CEO for using their platform for a use case like this. Look at this. Mayank Bhutani, the marketing executive at Lossico, which is, another brand that we have. And this is what, Mayank looked like leading this session at Meta. He's a senior marketing executive. He was sharing valuable insights at the Meta event. And by the way, Vati is just one example. There are many more WhatsApp API tools that are available. Twilio, Infobip, Prevo, Intercart. You can use any of these to have similar results. And we'll show you what we did with Vati on Monday, and we'll show you how we've implemented a bunch of these things tomorrow. Now, once you can design chatbots in Vati, websites, and all other conversational channels, you can then be an omni-channel conversational designer. Remember, we spoke to you about different roles. This is another role that you could have. Now, if the company is, has large enough operations, you could even supervise a remote human chatbot collaboration manager who works under you. Now, are you finding this interesting? Does this make sense? Yes. Okay, great. Perfect. Now, we'll show you how to create such an automated flow on Monday. And it's not about implementing chatbots alone, right? It's much more than just chatbots. There's also a lot that you can do with customer support chatbots. Now, here are 10 key areas in which customer support professionals can actually assist businesses with AI implementation in 2025, right? You may be wondering and asking, okay, I got chatbot, but what can I do with this? Yes, where can I offer this? Can we talk to you about that? Yes. Now, you could help businesses implementing AI with automated ticketing systems. You can create a knowledge base before you can even implement the chatbot and then charge for it. Right? You could charge like a monthly subscription for it and a setup fee for it. Then you could create a voice agent to handle customer interactions once the chatbot is effective, because some people will want to speak to someone. Then you can create a training program for human agents where the chatbot and AI agents need to hand off to humans. Yes. Then you could use sentiment analysis to understand customer sentiment based on support tickets and on any online reviews that are available. Then you can use predictive analytics to minimize refunds and negative reviews and create customer delight and fix anything that is likely to create a problem before it arises. So you're using predictive analytics to take preemptive actions. Yes, not doing damage control, unlike what you do, what you maybe do in your role currently. Then you can create personalized customer journey maps and interactions. This is something that SaaS companies live by. Then customer success, identification of when to offer renewals, when to upsell, when to cross sell based on the analytics of the data that you have. Then you can train your customer support team, set up voice agents, combine chatbots, humans, and AI for seamless customer support. You can implement, test, and expand all of these tools while auditing and improving the process itself. Now I know when I gave you all of these points together, it may be like just too much, but don't worry, it's not difficult. It takes 2 hours per day for 6 months, and we will share with you a 6-month roadmap to follow. We've just shown you a quick demo of one skill right now. There are more skills to show. Now, you don't have to learn everything at once. Even if you learn a few things initially, you can start getting opportunities. And if you learn to do more things, you'll be indispensable for businesses. Yes? Can I show you proof that this work exists? I want to show you examples of projects and jobs that are available online. I checked LinkedIn worldwide, searching for remote customer support, and it shows 5,000 plus customer support jobs with remote work allowed across the globe. Remote support returns 95,000 plus remote support engineer roles were available worldwide.
Can you click on some of these, Mansi?
Yes, I can.
Guys, you'll be shocked at how much bankruptcy is there. So when I did from my phone, it showed 6,000 plus. From the computer, it is sometimes showing 900 plus. But actually, if you go, it limits the number of results. Okay. Remote
Yeah.
support mein India kar lo, US kar lo. You
I'll
can
just
do
change
US,
this.
you can do worldwide remote. Okay. And it doesn't matter if they have posted $100,000 job or a $50,000 job, you still apply and say you pay me $1,000 a month. How does it matter? Your problem is getting sorted, right? Anyway, I'll keep all your data confidential. You sign an agreement with me. Correct? Yeah. Amazon is also hiring remote. Mind Valley is hiring remote. Everybody is hiring remote. And on all these AI roles now, people are preferring to hire in remote because you have to sort the thing. You don't have to show your face in office. Okay. Even in India. Okay. So is this exciting? Now, this is how you bridge this threat key. I might be laid off to a situation where you are like, I am going to be the most successful person. Look at this 5,390, right? And I'm going to be the most successful person in office because I can do alone what a whole team can do. Right now, those people who didn't attend the boot camp today or who left, they are like missing all this. So will all the people. There are 670 people here. Continue to follow this roadmap. We will tell you how you can get jobs, how you can work in India or in US. You're open to both possibilities. We'll also tell you what to do if you are too scared of doing outreach or networking currently. And very shortly, we will give you a list of 20 skills that you need, okay, to develop skills in this area. What are the skills you need to develop? What you have to do is to work for 2 hours a day. 1 hour, so 2 hours a day, can you invest on the side? Even 1 hour is good. It'll take a little longer with 1 hour, but 2 hours a day for 3 to 6 months, right? Mukhtar Ali, did you identify why you didn't get any calls? Did you know how to do this? Some of you know how to do some of this, but you have not actually show established ki I know how to do this. You have to show a video to the potential client or employer. You have to say what needs to be fixed. वो जमाना गया मेरी डिग्री है that's why give me job. I have decades of experience that's why give me job. They are like why, right? Because if you don't have any experience and you can solve problem, you can be hired for lesser or even more, then it's not a problem, right? This is why it's very important. Okay, Mansi, let's continue.
Okay, great. Okay, we've already shown you this. Now, here is another place where you'll find thousands of live openings in customer support operations, project management, customer success roles in UK, US, Canada. I'm going to drop this link in chat. Okay. Now, here's another example. I can show you, position after position. See, if your current employer is not okay with remote work, that's a different thing. But I just want you to know that the domestic job market is very crowded and you don't need to restrict yourself to just the domestic market. There are 11,000 jobs available through Indeed itself. These are support and operations roles. And so many of them are remote, like what you can see. This is remote. Here you go. Remember that to get these opportunities, having these skills is just one component, by the way. If you learn this, that doesn't cut it. There are two more components. And what are these two more components? These two more components are building track record and outreach. See, at Skill Arbitrage, we say that you learn the skill, build track record, which is your credibility, and do outreach, and you can have results at anything, right? We'll discuss more about this later, but let's try and understand how can you get some, initial assignments and build your track record. Let's understand how you can, do these assignments. So, how can you find potential employers and clients, right? This we've shown you. You can go to Y Combinator, you can do a search with Claude. Yes? Now, once you reach out, how do you do outreach? So you reach out to B2C startups as well, typically above 10 people strong, and help them automate. Now, here is what you can use to network with them. Should we do Apollo Abhida right now?
No, let's move and discuss other things. We have tons of outreach to show you, but we want to explain more things about how you can build a track record, how you can get jobs. Yeah.
And we'll show you Apollo also. Now, what kind of services can you offer to them? Here's an easy one. Many of them are losing customers because their websites don't have a live chat feature. Now, you don't need to have a human representative 24 by 7 or even, or any hours of the day. It is possible to create a chatbot to do this with appropriate flows and human handoff procedures. Now, how do you craft powerful messages? What is the kind of pitch that you send, right? Now, I know Roshan has shown you some, but I'm going to show you one message. Okay. So you could say, hey, it's Alex. I just messaged your live chat a few minutes ago and I'm still waiting for a response. If I were a customer, I'd probably, be gone by now. But have you considered using AI to speed this up? Don't worry. You don't have to replace your team if you don't want to. I can discuss how you can use AI as an ally of your existing team to help, as they grow to solve bigger challenges for your company. Now, you can also modify this message if the customer support does not respond in a few hours, right? Now, the best way to pitch an automated chat service is by messaging at 11 p.m. local time to find these, brands when human agents are not working. Okay. Now, message number 2 is you could say, given frequent updates in your industry, customer product tutorials and training often lag behind. When a new tech feature or launches or, marketing, when marketing promises XYZ, I can cross check that your product tutorials are updated and reflect delivery promises that are made on the website or on your landing page. Even identify gaps when, where support teams need additional training. I can help you create product tutorials and simply, simplify the existing technical processes into visually appealing training programs so that new hires can hit the ground running in 72 hours. Now, these are different offerings, okay? Whatever you choose to do. Or you can say, I can help you enable ticket deflection to create a self-service help desk and chatbots, with a human in the loop at different stages. Now, what happens when they send a response? How will you do this work? Of course, then you need to know the skills. But after knowing the skills, you have to do outreach like this. And it takes 2 hours per day for 6 months to learn this. The next level, see, of this is when you automate your client outreach using AI. Okay. Now, do you want to know how you can use AI to do some of these tasks and help you out with networking as well? Yes, no, maybe. Hello? Okay. Now, let's see. We've already done this. Okay, we've already shown you Claude. Okay, 1 minute. Let me just see. Okay, cool. Now, can we look at why having the right operations and support professionals could be your employer and clients' superpower? Why do they need you? Yes. See, every business has two main parts. And I want you to see this not from your lens as a professional who is, who has been in a job. I want you to see it from a business owner's point of view. Every business has two parts. One is a sales and marketing, line of category, not category, but one is that part which drives revenue, which brings in customers. The other is delivery and operations, which ensures that whatever customer came in gets the value that they paid for. Okay. Now, operations and customer service and support are the lifelines of delivery engine of any business. Imagine you bought something, you saw an ad, of a product and you bought it, but you didn't get the customer support, your questions didn't get answered on time and your product didn't come in on time. Will you buy again from there? Yes, no, maybe. No, right? So, from a business's point of view, as much as it is important to get revenue, it is important to have a very solid, robust delivery and operations delivery engine. Do you understand that? Businesses cannot scale irrespective of how much capital they have if their support and operations functions are not strong. Now, with the power of AI, if you know what to do, even a younger person, you know, uh, can work at a CEO or a CEO's level, no matter what your age is, by solving major issues, and you can impress leaders, right? Now, of course, if you have some experience, it's an added advantage. And we'll show you how to solve customer support, operations, and service delivery problems of SMEs, startups, service businesses, investors, smaller law firms, professional services firms, places that are more likely to give you a chance when you're just starting out, if you're in that category, right? Or if you're just starting out to interact with international clients. Now you can use this to get Indian jobs that pay better, MNC jobs, or work with US clients or employers remotely, whatever you want. If you want to start out as a freelancer, build your own consultancy, that's possible. If you want MNC jobs, that's possible. Whatever you'd like. Now, in this scenario, you won't just be responding to customer support tickets. You will actually be automating processes. You'll be creating self-service help desks. You'll be building chatbots, training teams, setting incentives, analyzing sentiment data, getting good reviews, and managing negative reviews. These are things that are actually problems that business owners want solutions of. Yes? Now, like so many of you have been saying, that can't organizations just implement AI and support and operations themselves? Absolutely not. They're struggling badly. And many foreign and Indian consultants are renting out automated systems and operations agents for $3,000 to $5,000 a month to each client. Yes, some people have caught up and they're beginning to create services like this. Check how many SMEs, startups, and e-commerce websites don't currently have a functional chatbot or a voice agent or an end-to-end automation in place. They are losing revenue and compromising on customer satisfaction every day. Now, if they could have solved it, they would have, no? Why can't they solve it? Because they're short of talent. In Gartner's 2023 survey, talent shortage was a top implementation barrier alongside data and technical issues. So, why do they need humans despite AI? IBM's research likewise found that 42% of organizations felt that they had inadequate generative AI expertise in house. And this is one of the biggest AI adoption challenges of 2025. Here is what it is. See, everyone is talking about AI, and we believe that AI has tremendous opportunity, in for businesses, but very few people know how to crack implementation. In many instances, it fails because a lack of leadership support, who sticks around to traditional methods also happens. That, sometimes companies are just not open to change, right? They want to keep doing things the way they have been doing. Look what CEOs of companies like Shopify are saying then. Now, these are 5 pieces, okay? Uh, and I'm going to read them out very briefly for you. Using AI is now a fundamental expectation of everyone at Shopify. AI must be a part of your GST prototype phase. And we'll add AI usage questions to our performance and peer review questionnaire. Learning is self-directed, but share what you learn, right? Now, also, before you ask for, more resources, please justify why AI can't do it. Now, a large number of businesses across the world are hiring consultants to assist them in implementing AI into their functioning. And we can expect India's share of the global AI services to grow. And India is expected, by the way, to lead this AI implementation game. Now, CEOs across the world are betting on it. Okay. So a lot is riding on your shoulders. Now, I think you got the point. I'm going to move on. Okay. Let's see. Now, I'm not saying this. This is the director of Mountain Area Workforce Development Board who's saying this. That in his conversations with most businesses, they're struggling to attract business or revenue, and their challenge is having the capacity to meet the demand. In this environment, customers, as consumers, we must exhibit, more grace. And not just in the US, but all over the world in advanced economies, businesses are undergoing a huge customer support and services crisis. So, what does this mean? This means that in the world, they're looking outwards. And nearly 66% of all businesses offshore customer support. Yes. Good news is that they are now very comfortable with remote work. And they could save 50 to 70% by offshoring to Indian support and operations professionals. But we could, even with that, still earn 3 times more than our domestic jobs. Why is this important to you? Because this is your opportunity. You remember that chart that I showed you of average pay? See, if they're going to work remotely with US workers, why not with you from India, provided that you can do that work at the fraction of a cost? Yes? See, in a mature business, even the revenue generation engine, which is sales and marketing, has a huge deal of operations involved. Have you heard of terms like marketing operations or sales operations? Yes. As companies grow, and um, an operations team is often required. Yes. Operations professionals are needed in these functions as well. Every business function has an operations angle involved as it scales. Now, what if you could be a part of that? You could say be, from marketing or sales. And you may have come to this bootcamp thinking, I'm going to do support and operations. What if you could do marketing operations and sales operations in your current business? What if you could be a part of this revolution? Would that be beneficial to you? See, in the 1990s, India had the tech and BPO revolution. The next big wave is the AI revolution. Indian professionals, especially in support and operations, can lead by helping global companies here. And you can do this part time, full time, remotely, and even alongside your current job. And we'll guide you on how you get clearance or manage this discreetly so that you can moonlight legally, right? If you have to work from India on your schedule, either in the morning or in the evening or night shifts. Many are already doing it, and working with clients from the US, UK, Dubai, Singapore, and others is a very different experience than working with domestic employers. We ourselves are a remote first company with 600 people, and we've had many Indians build successful remote careers since 2016. And this AI opportunity is global. You can be a part of it as well. Now, at this point, I have something to ask you. Just give me a second, okay? Abhida, can we do the list right now and then do this? Just give me a second, okay? Okay, cool, everyone. I want to show you something and then ask you a question. So, in the beginning, I spoke to you about two principles of AI. Yes? And I told you that AI does things middle to middle and never the whole thing end to end. Yes? Do you remember that? And those of you who've started using AI in your workflows, you will know what I'm saying. Yes? You will need to plug basically say two outputs from AI tools together to get one solution. And that's what human beings are required for, right? Now, even in the post AI era, companies need operations and support professionals to do this work. They need someone to clean data. They need someone to train AI tools based on existing knowledge, to design workflows and integrations, to test rollout, to deploy AI agents and automation in phases, to use analytics to measure effectiveness, and to continuously monitor performance of these AI tools and keep bringing in upgrades. All of this involves humans. And AI is not ideal for matters of discretion, intuition, judgment, and empathy. That's where you have a role. A company called Klarna tried to remove human interactions altogether, but it did not work out and had to acknowledge failure. Yes? Now, that is why all research states that AI is creating more roles than it's replacing, and those roles are different, of a different nature. Good news is that you can reposition yourself for those roles and just put in 2 hours a day in just 3 to 6 months. But you may have a question that what happens eventually when the work is over? When I've deployed something, when something is working by itself, will my job eventually get taken over? Right? See, businesses will always want to do more. The work never ends. Here's why. See, once you do one thing, you can help them implement this in new products and services. You can help them launch internationally. Customers, taste and preferences change. You will always need to keep upgrading, AI deployments to meet new customer tastes and preferences. Then AI frequently breaks. You will need to ensure that it is working and working accurately. And you can work with other businesses if you like. Now, what kind of potential clients and employers should you initially approach? In the beginning, we strongly recommend that you approach US small and medium businesses, service businesses, professional service firms, lawyers, architects, accountants, real estate companies, healthcare companies, manufacturing companies, and startups. And it makes sense to target businesses in advanced economies because you have a massive cost advantage in working with them. And these smaller businesses are, by the way, more desperate for AI adoption. They stand to benefit by accessing cutting edge AI solutions with Indian consultants, gaining efficiencies that level the playing field with larger competitors. And they'll be more willing to give you a chance than with newcomers in this area. Now, as you build track record by working with these smaller businesses, eventually you should look at working with larger businesses as well. But businesses in specific industry sectors are more eager to engage AI powered support and operations professionals than others. Now, and thanks to remote work revolution, you can work right from India. You can work for SMEs, service businesses, even startups, right? In developed countries, in the US, UK, Singapore, Canada, all of these places. Every function and every industry needs support, operations, and delivery personnel. I'm going to tell you top industries that are embracing AI in operations and support in the largest numbers: retail and e commerce, financial services, healthcare, manufacturing and supply chain, travel and hospitality, and SaaS companies. If you are currently working in any of these industries, you would see how AI is getting implemented. Yes? Now, then, local businesses, e commerce businesses, retail, like I said earlier, tech businesses, B2C companies, especially SMEs, service businesses, and any business that has a website. Yes? Now, you can target SMEs that have less than 5,000 workforce. Those are your best bet. when you're initially building track record. Now, can you work with businesses in the advanced economy as an operations and support professional? Sure. The US has the largest concentration of these potential employers. There are 35 million small businesses as per the US Small Business Administration Office of Advocacy. 1.2 million in Canada and 5.5 million in the UK. And there are more than 5 million of these new businesses. These were applications that were filed in, they're filed in every year. In comparison to just 2 lakh companies that were incorporated in India last year. Now, how can you take advantage of these opportunities? How do you participate in the global economy? How do you start building your track record? See, if you're someone who's already working, start with your current company. Identify one process that is broken. Maybe a customer response is slow or reviews are being ignored. Fix it with AI automation. Document the results. Post it on LinkedIn. That's your first case study. Now, if you're a fresher, go through any local business's social media, count their unanswered questions, create a chatbot demo for them, offer it for free, get their testimonial. Tomorrow, we will share with you a detailed step by step plan for building your track record systematically. And we've stitched together some valuable, information that shows how to go from, zero to multiple clients. This is Abhishek. Okay. He is a 2021 graduate. He earned more than $3,000 by providing virtual assistant services, administrative and customer support services to US clients and employers. Now, you may have a question. What if I'm not good at English? Doesn't matter. You need to get the job done. Most operations and support professionals have, average or broken English. The client needs to see the final solution where you can fix, English with AI. It doesn't matter if you use, AI or Google Translate to translate communications. Just make sure that you can do the job, right? By the way, how many of you struggle with English? I want to hear from you. I'm opening chat. How many of you feel that I manage somehow in India, but to do work with international clients, my English will come in the way? Abhida, do you want to tell them about this next piece?
You can explain. There are learners in our team who are making automations. They are from ops background only and they are not good with English. They can't speak English. They can only understand. They can't speak, they can't write English. So they work with some ops person is telling them how to make the automation and they are doing the full thing. Right now, imagine you're the ops person who knows how ops works. They don't know, okay? They are just trying to do automation. If you know automation and ops and you combine the two, you can basically replace the whole ops team of any company. And forget replacing, they don't have ops, right? They are like, there are coaches, therapists, I don't know who, all charging crazy amounts of money, but they don't have any ops, no follow-up system, no reminder for clients to pay, nothing. They'll just post on Instagram and say that, okay, I'm starting my paid workshop tomorrow, right? Literally it's like that. But I want to just ask you, do you have, so we're giving you example of two people, Tawfiq and Ashwin Singh from Asansol. Okay, we are a 100% remote company, and basically everything we are teaching you, we have experienced with our learners. Okay, and with our team, with our own team, before we even tried it with somebody else who's a learner who's paid us, right? And that is why you can do this. Now, I have a question. Do you think this is doable, and what is the challenge that you might face? Because then we can address it, right? If you tell us ki, acha, I think this might be a challenge, we think that English might be a question and a barrier, right? You can tell me more about what you feel could be a challenge. And this H1B ban, by the way, is like a blessing in disguise, because you can now guaranteed earn in dollars or at least MNC Indian salary and pay in rupees because you live in India, right? Because H1B is more expensive. So what will companies do? They will offshore more, remotely karenge because visa to nahi milega. And the big companies will do what? They will set up MNC. So 800 to 1000 MNCs were expected to set up in India in the next 5 years. This is before the $100,000 extra cost on giving, on the H1B. Now this can be done. You understand? You realize? Awesome. Okay. Don't worry, Suvarna. We'll give you solutions. Okay. All
I
right,
want to tell
Mansi.
I want to tell you about two of our team members. Okay, this is Tawfiq. He is a high school grad with no college degree who struggles with English. Okay, but is creating automations across all our business functions, including even marketing operations. This is Ashwin. He's someone from West Bengal, where English was barely used, and he called his college English pathetic, but has worked with Indian and international clients independently. Now, after 1 year, he of course improved his English as well, but he did it on the side, and English was not a barrier. So, this can be your story as well if you take the first step. Now, we've seen ordinary professionals, from small towns with average English transform their careers in just 6 months. And none of them waited for, perfect English. They worked on their skills, built credibility, and improved step by step. English communication is a skill. It is not the verdict on your career. It is not your destiny. The only thing holding you back is the belief that you cannot start until you're perfect. And that belief, I want to tell you, is a lie. Breaking it will change your future. So just imagine yourself 6 months from now. You're working in a US startup as a remote operations coordinator. And you're in a big four office earning 3 times your current salary. Or you're managing your own US clients and sending polished reports with, created with AI tools. Your English is already better than today because you've been using it daily while also earning in dollars. That's how it starts. Now, are you excited to know more? Does this excite you? Does this inspire you to begin a learning journey? Yes? Now you may have a question, Are, but what if I am not tech savvy? Let me be honest. If you're thinking of complex coding, then that's not what we're talking about. These tools are built for, business people, not programmers. Landbot, Talk to, WhatsApp Business API, they all work with visual plug and play builders. Okay? You literally drag boxes and connect them with arrows. You saw what Roshan was showing you, right? Now, here is something even more interesting. Even if you didn't need to code for something specific, AI will write the code and you can copy paste it. Okay, we'll show you this. And this is how average people who do routine work are building better solutions than coders with decades of experience. You don't even need to know that much coding for these things. Most of our successful students were teachers, accountants, housewives who've never touched automation tools before. Within 2 weeks, they were building chatbots. Within 2 months, they were earning from it. Do you want that future for yourself? Yes, no, maybe. What do you say? Yes? This is Ruxana, by the way. Okay, she's a former school teacher who took 4 to 5 years of a career, break after marriage. She now works with a startup and has earned more than $5,000. Now, you may have a question, but what if I don't know how to manage outreach? Can I still get jobs? Yes. Just solve a few problems for someone around these things. Do it for your existing employer or for a friend or a relative who runs a business, right? Or an Indian brand or a startup in your neighborhood. Get a testimonial or prepare a video of how you solved the problem. Send it to your job. Send it with your job application. If you can do this much, also you can get you can at least get a job that pays you a lakh of rupees per month, if not more. Now, getting to this level may take you 3 to 6 months, but if you put in 2 hours a day, are you willing to do that? Is the question. Yes or no? Yes. Of course, if you're willing, do outreach as well. Then you can earn 2 to 3 times, 5 times more. Who is likely to employ you if you don't do outreach? It's like saying, okay, in my business, I can do everything, but I don't know how to do sales. Okay, how is the revenue supposed to grow? Now, any traditional SME, new age startups in India, we're sharing with you a list of SMEs in the domestic industry also. See, MNCs, there are 1,000 new MNCs which are likely to be set up in India in the next 5 years, which will employ 5 million people, right? The global head office in all these MNCs offshore operations work, that is the most heavy duty work, right? And you can get jobs like this. You can get in SMEs and startups roles like customer success associate, operations executive, process analyst, typically something that pays 40 to 50,000 rupees a month. But AI skill professionals can earn much more and even get equity in scaling companies. Then you could work in BPOs, companies like WNS, Concentrix, Genpact. They are urgently hiring AI augmented support specialists. And instead of routine voice processes, you could manage chatbot handoffs, sentiment analysis, AI Q&A. Salaries could touch a lakh of rupees per more. Okay. Now, MNC Global Capability Centers, Deloitte, Microsoft, Accenture, JP Morgan, and hundreds of more are expanding in India, especially in tier 2 cities. AI powered operations professionals here can earn up to 20 lakhs per annum with much faster growth than traditional roles. Now, whether you aim for domestic or international work, without AI and automation, you'll be stuck competing for low paying jobs. Standard Chartered cut 80 jobs in Singapore, has relocated those roles to India. There is a surge of GCCs in India because offshoring is preferred, in India. Now, instead of writing emails or talking on the phone, you do things like, BPOs or KPOs serving international clients will want these problems solved for themselves and their clients. This is Polemy, okay? She's a 2015 MBA grad, and she began securing international projects on Upwork and Fiverr within just 2 months of joining us. And since then, she's earned over $3,000 by working with 7 international clients. That's her Upwork profile.
Recording in progress.
Dedicated customer support is $10 to $22 on Upwork. And sales assistant is $15 to $65 per hour. Now you can see that $10 is the minimum amount. And it's, by the way, quite hard to find high quality talent anywhere in the world at that rate. Let's just say you work at $10 per hour and you work 200 hours at $10. That's how you make $2,000 per month or 1,70,000 plus a month. Did you get the calculation? Does this make sense? Yes. Now, 200 hours is also what? 8 hours, 5 days? Yes. Now, that's nearly 20 lakh per annum. Now, if you're someone who does not want to work full time, you don't want to work 8 hours. If you say you just want to work 3 hours a day, for the lowest per hour rate also, $10 an hour, your daily income is $30, which is about $2,500. At the current exchange rate, even if you work for just 20 days, your monthly income is about 50,000 rupees. Is that bad? Yes, no, maybe just for 3 hours of work. Tell me, companies in India, when those of you who've taken a career break or those of you who want to work remotely, when you say, I want to work remotely for a few hours, part time, right? Does anyone pay you 50,000 rupees for working just 3 hours a day in India? No, right? Got it. Now, some of you will be shocked to realize that this is much more than what most support and operations people earn by working in domestic Indian jobs also. By the way, this is where it starts. You can earn much more with experience as you stack up high value skill sets. Okay. See, once a US employer realizes that you can solve actually, 10 tasks that we showed you. We showed you 10 things you could do. And you're not limited to calls and tickets. Then they'll pay you much more. Then it's only a matter of conversation that you say, hey, you know what? Now I want to charge $20 an hour. Then from $2,000, it immediately goes up, right? But a reasonable goal has to be $2,000 a month. Tomorrow, we will give you an exact step-by-step 6-month roadmap for how to get to $2,000 a month. Who's going to be there tomorrow? Hello? Are you going to be there tomorrow? Okay, great, wonderful. Now, I want you to imagine that life where you're working at your own terms, making $2,000 a month. And by the way, we don't stop at $2,000 a month. A lot of people get stuck when they start earning $2,000 a month. We work with you on how you can scale that from $2,000 to $10,000 a month also. But we will talk about that tomorrow. Now, is this really possible? You may have a question. Is there someone doing this? Yes. We've helped women who took a career break or college students to secure international remote opportunities in different areas, including support and operations. And freshers and young professionals with elementary skill sets as well. This is Lahari. Okay. She joined us to break free from the traditional 9 to 5 routine. She didn't want to work 9 to 5. Now, she learned how to use various AI tools, and within 15 days of applying on Upwork, she got interview calls from 4 out of 6 international clients. And she now works as a virtual assistant and an operations analyst for a Canada-based client. I'm sharing with you someone of who's a housewife who had never worked. This is Mariam. Okay. She's from Sangli. She started working remotely after marriage and secured a virtual assistant position for a US based client. And today she works she manages 3 long term projects, works 5 to 6 hours a day, and earns an average of 50 to 60,000 rupees per month. How many of you would love this for yourself? You would love this kind of flexibility for yourself. Yes, no, maybe. Yeah. Now, I'm going to show you now college students. Okay. Now, this is Sugandha. She is someone who enrolled as a second year college student, now works as a virtual assistant and a content writer for international clients from Germany, Australia, Italy, charging $10 an hour. And she has already earned $10,000. Someone please do the math for $10,000. on Upwork alone while completing her graduation. I don't know about you, well, while I was completing my graduation, I was not thinking about this kind of money. Okay. Now, then there are people who've taken career gaps, right? And are making a comeback. This is Nivedita. She's a professional from Bhopal. She restarted her career after a 15-year gap, right? And just within 3 months, she secured a virtual assistant role with a Delhi-based startup, earning $5 an hour, working 3 to 6 hours a day. And she later launched her own consultancy, right? That was like a launch pad to understand how this works. And now she's earning about 10 lakh rupees a month. Now, experienced professionals who secured international projects. Can I show you these? Now, Mun is someone who had 12 years of experience, and she was working as a business development manager. She secured a job at a UK-based AI startup where she started earning $1,200 per month. Now, professionals who secured remote domestic jobs. This is Piyush. He secured a job at middleware operations at Airtel Payments Bank in Gurgaon. Now, my question is, if students, housewives, career break professionals, older professionals can do it, what is your excuse? Now, good news is that a startup, in a startup or an SME, growth can be very rapid because there is a need to scale exponentially with every round of funding, right? And the scarcity of talent can actually is what is getting startups to not be effective. Now, if you're someone who is can solve these problems, you are indispensable to a startup. Your responsibility continues to be to ensure that a startup is able to meet the delivery needs of what it's promising its customers and its clients and its investors. Now, if you can handle more responsibility to meet the increasing requirements of a business, you keep growing. And we've supported professionals who have secured increments in every 3 months, even secured equity in Silicon Valley and Canadian startups in just 1.5 years. I'm going to show you an example of Bhavna. Bhavna is someone who works out of Indore. Okay, she started working with a Canadian company at $3 an hour. And within 3 months, this went to $5 an hour for a social media design project for product marketing and virtual assistants. After 9 months, the client offered her a permanent role with 16,500 of a US dollar salary plus equity. She now works with multiple US clients, earning about 2.5-3 lakh rupees per month remotely. And some of them were just doing entry level tasks, being a virtual assistant to founder. Imagine what can happen if you anchor operations and support for US startups. As a startup matures and creates dedicated positions, you could take on roles as customer service manager and customer success manager, and eventually could move to a director or a VP level if you like. Now, professionals in managerial roles earn about $70,000, $70 to $100,000, in the US, and director and VP salaries go from $160,000 to $200,000. Now, of course, those are US salaries. But even if you could earn a fraction, that's incredible. Does this give you a sense of the earning opportunity? Yes? Okay, great. Now, just give me a second. I want to at some point make you meet someone who's been on this journey. Give me 1 minute. Okay, Ayushi, will you let me know once we have our guest in? Let me know whenever she's in, okay? Okay, great. Now, just give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay, now there are some people who we've helped secure such work, right? Now, I'm going to show you two, three more people. This is Mamta Sahu. Okay, she secured 21 projects, started with data entry, virtual assistants, and international, for international clients in the US, UK, and Australia. And it's already earned, more than $10,000 through Upwork alone. That's her profile. This is Tanisha. She took a 10-month career break, and just within 3 months, she got an opportunity from Microsoft after clearing 3 4 technical interviews. And she joined Microsoft as an AI content oversight engineer, and someone who uses prompt analysis and is managing global teams across US, Japan, and she does this remotely. Okay. Now, as you can see, it's not a problem if you had a career break. We ourselves, by the way, built Addictive Learning, a bootstrapped company with 600 plus team members who are all remote, catering to 15 plus learner categories in last 6 years. And by the way, we raised no external capital until we did our IPO in January 2024. And we beat funded companies who had raised millions of venture capital, including MNC brands. Now, we were profitable even when companies were struggling to raise capital. You know why? One, because operations and support. See, EdTech is one of the most delivery heavy and operations and support heavy businesses. Unless you only give automated videos. Now, we're not like that. Then we hired talent remotely, and this enabled us to access work from home talent cost effectively. We hired people who could not work in office jobs for some reason or the other, especially people from smaller cities. And we had to learn how to track performance in the remote work environment so that our learners get what we promised. And today you have the same opportunity to do this for US SMEs, e-commerce stores and service businesses who are scaling. This, by the way, is just the beginning. After building a track record, you can charge much, much more, right? Look at what Jensen Huang says. AI will create millionaires in 5 years that internet did in 20. But he didn't stop here. He revealed exactly how it will happen, and he shared a framework of how you can do this also. Now, I want to make you meet someone. Let's see. Ayushi, do we have our guest in? Could you just let me know in chat? Else I will move on. Okay, great. Okay, just let me know whenever she's in. I want to make you meet someone, and whenever she's in, we'll make you meet her. She's someone who's been on this journey. Okay, cool. Now, can I talk to you about 5 problems that are faced by US employers around support and operations so that you can solve these problems? Yes. Now, if this does not happen, they will, sorry, one second. Give me a moment. Why is, okay, great. Now, number 1 is an onboarding failure. So new clients don't see quick wins in the first 90 days, leading to churn and non-renewals. Let me give you some context. Do you know what a SaaS business is? Some of you would know, right? What is a SaaS offering? When you're selling a software as a service. Yes. And this will run on a subscription model. Yes. So suppose I signed up, for a particular tool, and I paid up, say for a monthly service or for a quarterly service, for example. Now, when I signed up, I saw some result, and I was immediately compelled to pay. But in the first 90 days, I did not use the service like I should have, right? And I did not fully utilize for the capability of the offering. What will happen? I will not renew later, right? It will lead to non-renewal and churn, right? Second, lack of customer delight. Suppose I signed up for this tool, and I'm facing a challenge, right? And I write to the support team. The support team closes tickets. I will not name the service, but this is a very renowned payment gateway that we were doing business with. And every time we'd open a ticket, we'd raise a ticket. Uh, Suddenly an automated ticket closure would happen within a certain tat without our problem getting solved. You think I will work with that service provider? No, right? This happens a lot, by the way. Now, I'm not going to name the gateway, right? But support teams close tickets but miss chances to turn users into loyal advocates. Yes? Or sometimes just procedural work is happening. Someone got on a call with me, handled my concern then, but it was just procedural. They did not create delight. Those of you who work in customer success teams, solving a technical issue and creating customer delight are two separate things. Yes. Third, poor sentiment
Sorry for
handling.
interrupt, Mansi. Can you reload the PPT?
I can. Give me a moment. Thank you. Got it. Okay, cool. Then poor sentiment handling. Angry customers aren't identified early, causing refunds, negative reviews, and brand damage. Now, you can avoid this through sentiment analysis. Now, as a customer support and operations professional, you have access to a lot of customer behavior data. Yes, you can actually use AI to do sentiment handling so that you can preempt who's going to be an angry customer, who needs to be spoken to. Yes, who can I how can I make sure that these refunds don't happen? How can I make sure that these bad reviews don't happen? Then review management gaps. Positive reviews are scarce, but every negative review hurts reputation. Do you have a system in your current organization or a potential client? Do they have a system to regulate thousands of reviews coming to them every now and then? And are all of those reviews getting responded to? Then missing human touch. See, AI alone can't handle empathy, discretion, and judgment. Some of you were saying that sometimes when you interact with bots, it's very frustrating. Why? Why is it frustrating? Because these human sensitivities are missing, which frustrates customers. Then another problem is driving more revenue through customer success, using predictive analytics to do this. Given so much customer data you have, you can actually predict where is an opportunity to upsell, where is the opportunity to cross sell, right? Then managing customer and client communication, automating the user journey, and implementing automated communication so that there is a higher success rate. We'll show you a demonstration of this on Monday. Now, I'm sharing with you a comprehensive list, by the way, that you can see at your own time. A bonus opportunity that is available at MNCs is there are MNC jobs for HR professionals, who can actually build chatbots to take care of HR BP, concerns, repetitive, recurring questions, queries that they have to handle. Yes. Now, 2,400 GCCs are expected to operate in India by 2030 in the next 5 years, creating employment for 4.5 million people by 2030. Now, we've already spoken to our GCCs, so I'm going to move on. Okay, just in 2025, 4.5 lakh new jobs are being created in just 1 year. By the way, many of these GCCs are established in tier 2 cities. So those of you who are looking at going back to domestic jobs, you can totally target these companies, provided that you know how to take care of these new roles and you can learn the skills that are required in these new roles. Now, these GCCs coming is incredible news, right? Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay. Okay, cool. So global capability centers are Indian offices of MNCs in India that will perform operations and support assignments for their worldwide offices. And there's going to be a massive need for talent in the next 5 years. And there will be a requirement to build up operations and support capacity rapidly using AI. And operations and support professionals who learn how to use AI will solve bigger business problems. and will be highly sought after. Companies will care less about qualifications and experience while hiring more about with what problems you can solve. And there are at least 30,000 operations leaders that will be required in these roles, and they're going to be, the highest paid in India. Do you want to be amongst those top operations leaders? Yes or no? This is the once in a generation opportunity, and you have an advantage to start now. If you delay, you will have to compete with others who started before you. Do you want to be a part of this revolution? Make sure that you take action on this opportunity and fill up the preference list if and attend the boot camp tomorrow, because we're going to show you the entire 6-month roadmap of how to do this. Okay, just give me a second. Are we ready to show the voice agent demo?
Yes, Mansi. Yes, we are.
Okay, cool. Do you want to learn how to create a voice agent? Can we show you this? Are you ready to see some magic? Yes. Okay, Roshan, over to you.
Amri. Okay.
Sorry, Amir, I'm so sorry. I was not
It's
looking
okay.
at
It's okay. No worries.
my bad.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? All right. So I am Amreen, and today I'm going to show you a very interesting skill, how you can make an AI agent for yourself. Okay, so before I start, I want to ask a quick question for you all. So when you hear AI agent, what do you feel? Do you feel like this is something very complicated, maybe only something that coders and engineers can do? So when you talk to an AI agent, let's say you're talking to Flipkart, Myntra, Zomato AI agent, do you feel that it is something that you can make for yourself? Do we have someone here who feels that they can make an AI agent for themselves? Very technical, complex, already filled. Yes, very, very difficult, right? So I had this fear too, but only few days ago, I recently learned about this really amazing tool. I would say magical tool, and it's actually way easier than you think. So you don't need coding, you don't need to be an engineer, very super. You don't need to be very super technical. But there's a tool called 11 Labs, and literally anyone here can set it up. And I'll just show you how you can do that. I'll just share my screen. And also, you guys have to keep interacting with me so that I know you guys are following up. If you have any queries or any questions, you can put it in the chat. Me and my team will take that up, okay? So let me know if you guys can share my screen now. Just a second. Um, close. Okay, so can you see my screen, everyone? Okay, so I'll just go to 11 Labs. This is the software that I'm talking about. You'll see this is the page. I'll go to login, and I've already logged in. You can use your email ID, and this is the dashboard. Okay, this is the first page that you will see. It's called 11 Labs. Someone please put this in the chat. All right, so on the left hand side you'll see all these um, building tools. You see there's an agent here, there's a knowledge base, tools, voices. What you have to do is you have to go on the agent and click on this plus. All right, you can see a blank agent option, right? So let's go on there and let's create an agent. Let's say that I want to create an agent for loss eco. Let's give him Ankit. Okay, let's think that his name is Ankit. Okay, now, so this is the basically this is the automation that we have to fill to make our agent run. So here you have to decide what will be the agent language. All right, you can choose from multiple languages. We have Arabic, Bulgarian, Chinese, English. We'll just select English for now. uh, this is the first message tab. Okay, so what do you want your AI agent to this will be like the greeting message that your AI agent will tell to the customers or whoever is calling. So I'll just edit this and say, hello, I am Ankit from Losico. All right, how can I help you today? So this is the first message that my AI agent will tell to the customers, whoever is calling. All right. So the next you will see their system prompt. Okay. So this is the part where you put in data on how, what character, what persona, what personality you want your AI agent to have. Okay. For this, I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll say, I'm creating an Indian male AI voice agent for LawSeco. Find out more about LawSeco and now please tell me what persona I should enter in 11 labs to create the same. Make it as detailed as possible according to how LawSeco's human voice agent should talk. All right. So this is what ChatGPT gave me. This is the very detailed prompt that ChatGPT has given me this design. So I'll just copy paste this one. Okay. And I'll go to 11 labs. Just a second. I'll delete this and put this here. I'll edit this. You do have to do some like minor tweakings according to your requirements. I'll write Ankit. All right. You can see ChatGPT has given me Indian English, neutral accent, warm, outcome oriented, clear pacing. So this is an edtech company. So we want our AI agent to be like friendly, professional, warm. All right. So these are some of the things that you have to fill. Then there's this temperature option. So basically temperature is a parameter that controls the creativity, on how much creative flexibility you want this AI agent to have. All right. So this goes from 0 to 100. 0 meaning that it's very strict. Whatever prompt you are giving it will only stick to those answers. It will not create its own answers. Then we have creative, that it's like it can work around some of your answers and create some answers by itself. Then we have more creative option, that is like it can create multiple options or multiple answers by itself. We don't want that to happen for now, so we'll just keep it to creative. Then comes the most important part. All right, this is called agent knowledge base. So this is like the most important part, because this is basically the point where we feed in AI, where we feed in all the data we want our AI agent to have. Just like a human agent would require all the information about the company, about the client, what they do, what are the upcoming stuff, all the things that you want your AI agent to have. This is the place that you are going to put. All right. So this is the knowledge base that I have created to show to you guys. All right. This is law sequence skill arbitrage support knowledge base. So this document is around 140 pages, and it has all the information that is required this for this AI agent to know. It has all the question, all the information, all the queries that someone would ask. And if of course you can go to ChatGPT and make this one also. You can just feed in all the client's information, the maybe someone's company's information, all the data set, and you can get a knowledge base from that. So I have downloaded this one. Then the second data set that I'm going to put is this calendar. Okay, we have our upcoming calendar, course calendar 2025, so that if someone asks questions regarding the dates, upcoming courses, starting date, whatever courses, course related queries, it can be answered from this data set. All right. So what I'll do, I'll add these documents. Yes, these documents I have added. You can see, right? Now what else I can do? There is this end call option, there's a detect language option. I don't think I want these all for beginners. I think I'll go with the transfer to agent call. Let's turn this on. So basically, when you're talking to, let's say, a Flipkart voice agent, and you have a query that you think this AI agent is not going to solve, I want to speak to a real human being. So what should be the condition? What should be the trigger that your AI agent will transfer that call to a human agent? So I will have to feed in those conditions, those rules also. So there, here you can see this transfer rules tab. I'll just click on this. This is called add rule. And for this also, I'll go to ChatGPT. I want my task to be very much easier. So I'll just go to ChatGPT. I'll ask, give me 3-4 condition in which it will transfer the call to a human agent in one para. So ChatGPT gave me, if the caller asks detailed program, fee or scholarship question that require personalized financial planning, or a customer is showing emotional distress, then maybe they can transfer the call. I said, oh, okay, also include questions relating to AMI, refund policy, or angry customers, because we all the time get, all the voice agents, they may get customers who are very confused, very angry. Sometimes they are just, they want to talk to a human agent. So ChatGPT has given me this prompt. What I'll do, I'll just copy paste this one, and in the condition tab, I'll just copy paste this. All right, I'll just click on agent. Now save. I think most of the job here is done. I cannot see the chat box for some reason. Just give me a second. Uh, oh, sorry. Just a second, guys. I'll share my screen again.
Amreen, go on the meeting controls and chat like how the people have.
Right. Just give me a second. Oh, I think reopen last minute. Sorry, guys, there was some error. I'll just share my screen again. Don't worry. Are you guys following up till here? Are you guys, did you guys follow? Any questions till here? Just give me any questions if you have. Till that time, I'll just load this. All my prompts are saved here. All right, cool. Very cool. Can you guys see my screen? Oh, my screen is not shared. Just give me a second. All right, we'll just go to share screen. All right. Yes. So this is my screen here. Now, do you want me to test this agent live in front of you guys? Do you want me to call this agent and talk to him? Maybe, do you want me guys to talk to Ankit from LawSeco? Yes? If I get 10 yeses, I'll go and talk to him right now. Quick. Yes. All right. So many of you want me to talk to Ankit from LawSeco. Let's give it a try. Let's call him.
Hello, I am Ankit from LawSeco. How can I help you today?
Hi, Ankit. I want to know, how can I enroll in LawSeco's course?
Thank you for expressing interest in LawSeco's courses. To best assist you, could you please clarify which course you're interested in? Also, are you looking for information on upcoming batches, fees, or the enrollment process in general? Knowing this will help me provide you with the most relevant information.
Ankit, I want to know more about the Diploma in Intellectual Property and Entertainment Law course.
Okay, great. The Diploma in Intellectual Property, Media, and Entertainment Laws is a really comprehensive course. Are you interested in the 12-month diploma or the 6-month executive certificate course that is part of it?
When the course start?
Okay, I can help you with that. Are you interested in the diploma or the executive certificate?
Diploma, I already told you I'm interested in diploma course.
My apologies, I'm still under development and learning to track information effectively. The Diploma in Intellectual Property, Media, and Entertainment Laws has a new batch starting on May 16th, 2025. Does that work for you, or are you looking for something further in the future?
Okay, guys, now I'll have to cross check the data that it gave me. So it said 16 February 2025 is when the course actually starts. So you have to, obviously, you cannot leave AI to do all the stuff. You have to feed in the data. This is where our argument stands, that AI cannot replace human beings. You have to be there, you have to feed in all the data, and of course AI plus human beings can create like amazing results. So what else you can do here is, maybe let's test if they can transfer my call to a AI, sorry, human agent. Let's test that.
Hello, I am Ankit from LawSeco. How can I help you today?
Ankit, I'm not, I really don't want to talk to an AI agent. I want to talk to a human agent. Can you transfer my call?
I understand you'd prefer to speak with a human agent. I can certainly help with that. To make sure I transfer you to the right person, could you briefly tell me what your query is about?
I want to know more about the refund policy. Also, I am very confused on what courses to avail. So please just transfer the call.
All right, I can transfer you to a human agent who can discuss the refund policy and help you choose the right course. Just a moment while I connect you.
All right, you see how he will now connect me to a human agent. Guys, am I audible? I saw someone say that I'm not audible.
Amreen, it's
Yes,
fine. You're audible. What happens is that when you activate voice recording on a
yes.
AI tool and you're on Zoom, one of the volumes gets low. That's fine. Don't worry.
Right, right. All right. So now what else we can do, guys? You can see here, there's a voice option. You can even change the voice, or you can even add your own voice here. How amazing. Okay. So we just tried Ankit's voice from, let's try a female voice.
The years teach much, which
Let's
the
try
days never know.
Ankit's voice. Okay. I'll just change the name. Of course, it cannot be Ankit. I'll just say I'm Amreen from Losico. Okay. Let's try her.
Amreen, do show if there's an option to train with voice sample. Like if I get 1 hour of your recording, there will be some way to upload there where you can see build my agent hai voices hai. So where Amreen defined the audience, you will have define the personality and the name Ankit or Amreen. There you will be able to add the voice.
Yes,
Okay.
this section.
Ah, and
Advice.
here multi voice, and you can also ask single voice also can be there, and you can upload the voice ka recording. So if you have phone calls, any calls of 1 hour, 30 hour, whatever you can do. You say Shuddh Indian Desi voice, yeah, nahi chalega. But you
Yes,
can use a tool called Revoicer where you can use it. But Amreen kai voice you can copy, or you can copy my voice, you can copy Mansi's voice. Most of these tools, so that they can stay true to AI ethics, they will ask you to confirm that your voice is being used and you don't have a problem with it, and that is fine, right? Okay, Akif is saying, can we have demos for angry customer? Theek hai, Akif, you got the idea, right?
the
All right,
angry customer one, but I can only go angry till that point.
all right, all right.
Okay, so we do have other languages here. Let's say your client is from Paris, so maybe you can do a French here, a German also we have, Hindi also we have. But as Abhyuday told, there are multiple other options that you can use for Hindi AI agent. I think this is called Yellow AI, and there's another one that's called Vocal Apps. You can try that for Hindi. We can also tell you so many other tools like this later on. But did you guys get the gist of it? Do you now think that you can also create a voice agent like this? So, in the chat quickly. Do you think you can do this yourself? Anywhere that you feel, no, I can't do this or something like that. Was this hard? I just quickly showed you in like 10 or 20 minutes. Of course. And you know what's the best part about this is that it's not just for US clients. Of course, if you want to work with international clients, that's really well and good. But you can practice with Indian companies, Indian businesses, maybe any ad agency, maybe a local store, maybe a cake store that you have in the neighborhood. Someone who is struggling with keeping up with the constant customer calls and queries. So imagine helping your maybe if you're working in a company right now and your employer or your company does not have an AI agent, you can just go to your boss, say that I can create an AI agent for you today. So what would your boss think? Wow, this is so impressive. Of course, your boss would be impressed by you. Okay, so you can help out your friend, maybe some of your friends are who is running a startup. You can go and tell that, yeah, I can create an AI voice agent for you. And yes, as correctly stated by Ayushi, I am not from technical background at all. I'm from law background, and I can quickly do this for anyone right now. All right. So these are real opportunities. You can help them. You can even record your work. You can record a video. And maybe when you're approaching potential clients, international clients, you can show them that you already have a track record. You have helped these people. What are the problems that you have solved? So does this look nice to you all? Can I get one, like say one business, one client that you can think of right now that you can help with this voice agent? Maybe a call center, brand, maybe a neighborhood store, anyone that is currently struggling with answering customer calls. I have interviews, so no, oh, sorry. Healthcare, internet subscriber. Yes, you can do with anyone. You can make this for anyone, even for yourself. If you're not available, just put a AI agent for yourself. How cool would that be? All right. So that was all from my side. I think you guys have got the gist of this. If you have any question or queries regarding me and my team will take that. But that was it. I will hand it back to Mansi. Thank you so much for having me.
Perfect, Abri. That was absolutely magical. Everyone, wasn't that just pure magic? Now, there is only as much that we can show you, in a boot camp in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But when you go to deploy this yourself, you will have questions. You will want to understand what is the kind of knowledge base that I need to upload. How can I do this? So it looks very easy when you're seeing Amri, me do this, but the real test and magic would be when you do it yourself, right? Okay, great, perfect. Now, like we had been saying to you, I want to make you meet someone who has done this work, who's been on this journey. Would you like to meet someone? Yes. Okay, great, perfect. Rachna, could you please unmute? Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
I'm here.
Hey, Rachna, welcome.
Hello,
Rachna, where are you logging in from?
Ahmedabad.
Oh, lovely. Okay, Rachna, can you give us some background about your professional experience?
Yeah, my professional experience, after college, I have done my background in finance,
Hmm.
and secondary was marketing. Yeah. So first was major was in finance, and after that, I have done accounting, and then I went for HDFC Bank. I got job in HDFC Bank for 5 years. I did there, but after having a kid, like I got married, and then within a year I got a kid. So I left everything.
Yeah.
So after that, I had a gap of almost 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Um. So that professional career and everything just went down after the baby. So
Yeah.
after the gap of 8 years, I restarted after coming to Skillarbitrage. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And how did you restart? Like, what kind of projects did you, I mean, if you have projects, you can tell us how did you get them?
I
How did we help you? What are the new skills you learned?
Yeah, I learned many skills like digital marketing skills. I learned even the some of the AI skills, and I also learned the ebook skills. I also published my own book on Amazon as well. After
Wow.
learning it from skill arbitrage, yeah, it also hit number one. That the number one badge on that as well. Yeah.
Wow.
So I have learned many
You're
skills
an
from skill
author as
arbitrage
well.
because when I joined, yeah, because when I joined, like I was not even knowing what is Chat GPT, right? I was in the batch of June 2023, I think, and
Hmm.
within a month I got a job. Like July 2023, I got onboarded and I got a job. It was from Bali. Like I
Oh,
got a
wow.
job, yeah, as a virtual assistant. So as
And what were you required to do as a virtual assistant?
I was handling like a customer base profile and email marketing, and I was basically handling the customers.
Okay. And before this, you had
Yeah,
done finance work. So this was new, I'm
yeah,
assuming.
yeah, completely new. It was something completely new for me.
Right. Got it. So you were handling email marketing and just a certain set of customers who probably you were interacting with as a result of
Yeah,
these email
customer
marketing.
service. Yeah.
Got it. And how many hours were you working every day?
2 hours. It was just two
Got
hours
it.
because I was not having the time from the busy schedule of like my daughter and my in-laws. I live in a joint family.
Right.
So I wanted something like that for few hours only I can work, and I got that
Right.
project for two
Right.
hours, and like I left that in last year December. I left,
Right.
and in between also I got some projects. I got a project from if you know the system.io is a company system.io which makes landing pages and all. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they I applied there because there also I was having a zero knowledge, but they give the training and then they recruit, right? And we
Yeah.
have to give the test. So
Yeah.
I passed in that, and there I got a good job for few months. I did there, but again it was too like it was getting stretched. Like it was being 8 hours there and 2 hours here.
So
So
I
I
just
left that.
I just
Yeah.
want to interrupt and ask you, how old is your little one now?
Now she is 8 years.
She's 8. Got it. And so this flexibility of, working 2 hours, 3 hours, and I'm sure as she grows up, you're going to be maybe required less, or this flexibility really works, right, with remote pack, which you don't can't get in a traditional job. Yes? Do you enjoy
Obviously,
this?
because yeah, I joined because of that purpose only, because I wanted the time freedom, location freedom, like
Yeah.
financial freedom. Yes, everything. I got to know all the skills from skill arbitrage itself.
Yeah. And I want to ask you some more, like you said that you were from a finance background and then you got into virtual assistance work. So is this skill, whatever it takes to say start with a virtual assistant also, or
Hmm.
and then move on to maybe complex work that you could do. Is this easy to learn? Like anyone can learn?
Yes, like it can be once you are learning, then to
Ah,
implement, then it becomes very easy on
got
a
it.
later stage. Yes,
Got it.
and like to for the virtual assistant, because I was from the finance background, and what skills I already have and what I can do, that
Hmm.
brainstorming was also done by skill arbitrage, and even the LinkedIn profile which they made for me,
Right. Right.
that
Got it.
perfect profile for the LinkedIn, because the jobs in Upwork or Fiverr, wherever you go, the
Yeah.
LinkedIn profile is the main thing, right? They
Yes.
check the profile first.
Yes.
So that was made too strong that in today's date also I get the opportunities.
Oh, wow. So you're saying that, the work that it took to position you as someone who, is absolutely hireable from,
Yeah,
in from a remote work perspective. One,
yeah,
your profile must not have been active because you had
yeah.
a gap of
I
8 years.
made it from scratch. So even the
Right.
LinkedIn profile, the Upwork profile, everything like guided by skill arbitrage. Yeah.
Made it optimized in a way such that you can get offers,
Yes.
was all that you received support from.
Yes.
Lovely. Got it. And also because you were changing a function, you were earlier in finance and now you were doing something new. So how should you go about, doing the work is one, but also positioning yourself. What should you charge and all of that support did you get?
Yeah, all that support from skill arbitrage I did get, because when once we are new, once we are in the initial stage, so how
Yeah.
what to charge is the main thing, that was told. And once we get experience and how we can increase it further, that was also taught inside.
Yeah. Got it. Understood. That is perfect. That's great, Rachna. And so how much time? I'm not going to take too much of your time because I know it's already past 5 also. So how much time do you work now? Like how much time are you able to allocate to work
Currently,
now?
currently after December 2024, when I left the job, like from January 2025, I have started my own business, working
Oh,
like my on my own. Yeah, I have my Instagram profile, my personal profile, and like I am selling my own done for you digital products. I am selling currently. I'm
right.
majorly now in AI.
Oh, wow.
I have
So you
went into
learned AI
AI.
tools from us and now you're selling it like a done for you service to other businesses.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. So, that's amazing. More power to you. From someone who changed gears to now offering this as a service. This is so inspiring, Rachna. This is so amazing. So
Yeah.
now,
Thank
given that
you.
you run a business, how much
Mm.
time do you spend at work, like in work? And are you still able to give time to your daughter?
Yeah, my main purpose was actually to give time to my family.
Yeah.
So Like whenever now business is such like whenever I get time, I work upon it.
Right. Got it.
बीच में कहीं 15 मिनट मिल गया 1 घंटा मिल गया I make reels and I make stories whenever I get time I'll do it.
Got it.
That's it.
And what does when you started working, I just want to, I'm asking you this because it gives people an idea. There are many people like you've taken a career break looking to start again. Um, as a virtual assistant, when you started with 2 hours a day, right?
Mm.
How much
Mm.
money does that kind of a role pay in today's day and age?
It was a very small company. It was handled by only a few people, 2 or 3 people. So it was just $200 I started with.
Got it. That's not bad to start with. For someone who's starting
Yeah,
out,
to
that's not
start
bad
with,
at
it was
all.
not bad. Yeah.
Got it. And I understand that you had a limitation for time, right? Because you
Yes.
you had only X number of hours. But if someone, is able to give more hours to a job that needs that kind of time, then obviously that
Yeah.
number already grows.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes,
Got it.
definitely.
Perfect.
Because I had got offers for even $10,000 a month, but it was a full-time job, which I can't give. And that too was a US timing. So again, timings clash or what do you say? The main how much hours I
Graveyard.
want to give. So
Yeah.
I don't even accept offers.
So
You
you're
get
saying that
offers,
you
but
get
you're not accepting it. Yes.
right. So you're saying that you were getting offers and you were in a position where you were saying no. So everyone, I just want you to know that currently with all the changes that have happened yesterday after Trump signed, the 100,000 thing yesterday, these opportunities are still coming, right? And Rachna is saying that she had more jobs, lined up, which she could not take because of her own reasons, but there was enough and more available. Yes, the point that I want you to get is that. Yes, yes, Vishal, I'm talking about the H1B. Um, okay, great, perfect. So, Rachna, one last question. What is money looking like now?
Now, like I have achieved the target of $1,000 per month, and now $2,000 a month. Next month's target is $5,000 a month.
Wow, very nice. And you work at your own time with the flexibility that you want.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
perfect. That's amazing, Rachna. Thank you so much. I'm so inspired by where you started. And look,
Currently,
knowing
my like clients are from Hong Kong and another one from UK and one is from US. So we are getting opportunities. Yes.
and how did these clients came to you or you reached out to them? How did that happen?
They reached to me because they saw my Instagram profile.
Wow, lovely, amazing. So, so, so thrilled. Perfect. Thank you so much for, coming and talking to us at this. I know it's a Saturday evening and probably time with family, but we're so, so proud of everything that you're creating. And, if you ever need people to, you're also scaling this and growing this and to build your team, then you can always, look at our own talent pool. There are a lot of people like you, who want to be working, for businesses, but they don't want the responsibility of looking out, for jobs. They want, say, a
Mm.
fixed income. Then you can always reach out to our placement and freelance team, and they can put you through some people.
Yeah, because skill arbitrage जब even खत्म हो गया सब course and in between the 8 years gap, I started with the resin art from home. Okay, 2 years I did. I was a resin artist. So I had something in mind that I want to make my own course on resin art. I want to teach people. So many a times from skill arbitrage team itself have like called me up that if they need any help
Yeah.
in making a course. In fact, they can still help. Now it's already been 2 years now, but still they are in contact with me.
Lovely. Lovely. Amazing. Perfect, Rachna. Thank you so, so very much. Is it okay? Can we share your LinkedIn profile? Some people
Yeah.
are asking, they're very curious now to see your LinkedIn and Instagram profiles.
Yeah, no problem. You can share it, but actually, as I said, I have started my own business from last December 2024. So I'm not much active on LinkedIn because I'm much more extra active on Facebook and Instagram mainly.
Sure, 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 sure. We'll share those. Perfect. Thank you so very much. More power to you. And yeah, thank you for coming and talking to us.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting.
Thank you,
Perfect.
Rachna. It's great to have you here. It was, I was listening. You just had my video off, but congratulations and well done. Keep continuing. Okay.
Thank
And
you.
let us
Thank
know
you, sir.
anywhere you need our support. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Abhyuday, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, everybody. So we're right now just over 5 o'clock, 10 minutes over. I want to set you up for tomorrow. But before I do that, I want to ask you, how is that interaction with Rachna? Started with 2 hours now and started with skills that were absolutely new for her, right? Didn't know anything. She was a finance person, didn't know anything about email marketing and support, and learned on the way, and now runs a business where she offers the same services and more to other businesses. Now, if you think this could be your life, absolutely can be. Okay. I want to now talk to you about the agenda for tomorrow. The team, can you quickly post the agenda for tomorrow? So I'm just going to quickly tell you tomorrow, here's what we'll discuss. Okay. We'll talk to you about a 6-month plan to build a successful career in support and operations in the AI age, of how to get to $2,000 a month. Then, how do you find remote operations and support projects on Upwork and other freelance platforms? We'll show you Apollo.io. We showed you a bunch of strategies today. Every day, we will show you some outreach strategies, right? Then we will show you how to conduct an audit for a potential employer's website from an operations and support standpoint, to understand what to see and what to offer, right? Then we've already shown you voice agent today. We'll show you how to calculate CSAT and NPS, how to use WhatsApp chatbots to automate CSAT, how to create personalized customer satisfaction index and prevent NPS and CSAT from being gamed. How to automate training for customer support based product updates, and how to create training programs for training juniors in customer support using AI. Okay. And for those of you who want professional help, we will also talk to you about what is it that is on scholarship. Yeah, so make sure that you're here in time tomorrow. We start at 2. I know it's a Sunday. Make sure you're here ready to begin on Sunday at 2. And also, we'll drop some feedback links. Make sure that you drop in your feedback for how the session was. That's all we ask for in return for everything that we share with you. If you have questions right now, we are here to answer questions that you may have. Can we share Rachna's profile credentials, please? Fayaz, we are here tomorrow from 2 to 5 p.m., just like today. The session's complete. We're only here to answer questions. So, if you don't have questions, you can, call it. If you have questions, we are here for a few minutes to answer questions. Yes. And all those details tomorrow. Aki, yes, but we'll do it tomorrow. Yes, I did. Okay, we'll drop the feedback links. Can we please drop the feedback links here? Yes. Okay, so here's what you do, everybody. I want you to go on to these feedback links, and I'm going to show you what you do, right? So you have these feedback links that Muskan has shared. See, this is how we know if this really made a difference to you, if it sparked something for you. And this is actually all we ask for in return for everything that we share with you. So many of you were saying that, oh, is this free? What is the cost of this? This is all that we ask for. We want your feedback. So you go onto these LinkedIn links, and here is where we posted about this bootcamp, right? And you go and share your feedback over here. Would you do that? Did you go onto the link? Yes.
Mansi, can you show on your LinkedIn? Can you click on it?
Sorry, I didn't share my screen. Just 1 second. Yes. Here. Here is the
Guys,
video.
only thing we are asking you in return for all this free value. Paid MBA programs are not teaching this, making you pay 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 20 lakh, depending on where it is from, for elementary stuff. Right? We taught you so much in one day. All we're asking you is to go here and leave your review, whatever it is. Right? Tritiman Chaudhary, leave a review here. I hope you will leave a good or bad or ugly, whatever review, honest review, right? What's our benefit from the bootcamp? We will tell you tomorrow. But we will deliver incredible value tomorrow. You will have a plan that you can execute, whether you take support from us or not. So it's going to be incredible. And we will teach you new skills. We will teach you automated ways to do outreach. Imagine. Okay.
Okay, perfect.